Okay, hey guys, Hanako Melon Gotcha here, again, and I'll be drawing, also, QnA, Yippee. Okay. I mean, see who to draw first. I just split screen. See. I'm gonna see on this. On my phone. Yippee.
But then a remarkable discovery was made. The attraction now has one animatronic. Okay, we need to break this down because it's stupidly complicated. Okay, so Fazbear Fright exists. It's like a theme park horror tour attraction. It's not actually Freddy's location.
Let's see, who should I draw?
Specifically, that teleporting paper plate. Scott, what does the paper plate mean? Obviously, the look of the game is that there's an animatronic that was brought in, and we know it's haunted, so we know this horror attraction now has an actually real haunted.
I should draw some
of the
pretty cures. As Piggy characters they're based off. In my Piggy X Pretty Cure You.
I don't know what your first thought was reading that, but no matter
Okay.
what you believe, it is very vague.
Or should I
Most people interpret
do the
this
Pretty
the game
Cures?
is set 30 years after FNAF.
The Piggy characters and their Pretty Cure.
Will close by year's end. There's no reason to think that there was ever another Freddy Fazbear's Pizza after
I got it.
So the company closed its doors of its final restaurant in 1992. That would make this game set in 2022. Keep in mind, a lot of people think FNAF 1 is 1993, therefore they think that this game would be set in
Should I do
2023,
Charlie?
but they are wrong. But that's not how I
Nah.
interpreted this line.
Okay, hang on, this is gonna take a while.
This line of logic. The line is, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza closed its doors. The company is not Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it's Fazbear Entertainment. If it said Fazbear Entertainment closed its doors, like the company dissolved, then yes, sure, this definitely means
Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so
but saying the restaurant closed its
I'm
doors
gonna
just means that a
see who to
restaurant shut down. 3 Freddy
draw.
Fazbear's Pizzas have shut down. The original after the MCI in 1985, the second one after the Kidnapped Kids and the Bite of 87 in 1987, and then the FNAF 1 location in 1992. The thing is that the events that took place there doesn't really make a lot of sense if it's talking about the FNAF 1 location, or if it means
Don't know who
multiple
to draw.
different locations. It would have
As
to be
usual.
talking about multiple locations if it's talking about the murders in 85 and also the final closing in 92. No events took place in the FNAF 1 location except for Phone Guy's death, and I'm assuming that Fazbear Entertainment would have covered that up. That location shut down because it was a failed business. It's the only location where there were no murders. If the public is going to have rumors or legends about a pizzeria, it's going to be the original location. The second location was only open for 2 weeks, so I wouldn't say there's a lot of childhood memories that were made there. The location with the childhood memories and the rumors and the legends is the original pizzeria.
So
The one that was open for a long time was not a
a
small
little
budget,
tasty.
rotten, decrepit
I'm
place like
gonna
FNAF 1.
tell
It
about
actually
it,
had the murders
just
in it.
a
That's
taste
what the
of
company
your
would
heart.
replicate and
It's
advertise
like
as a
it,
horror
but
attraction.
it's not much more frightening.
Because of the
And
ambiguity of what Freddy
then
Fazbear's Pizza closed its doors
life is
means,
sweeter
I think
than
all three
you
interpretations
are.
are valid, but it makes so much more sense to me that it's talking about the location that people would remember fondly from their childhood and where the murders happened. In my opinion, the most compelling piece of evidence is that 30 years after the final pizzeria closed its doors would be 2022, which is just a completely random
Let's see,
date.
who should I...
2015.
Oh,
It would make no sense for Scott to just decide that it takes place
hang
7
on.
years in the future. It's not like there's futuristic technology. It's not like we needed time to pass so that narratively characters can grow up. It's actually criticized by the fans that there's this 30-year gap between games where nobody's trying to hunt down
Nope,
a
nope,
guy.
okay.
But if it's 30 years after
Let's see, who should I draw?
that would mean the game takes place in 2015, the year that the game came out. series is all about nostalgia for Chuck E. Cheese and Disney childhood memories and childhood trauma and legends about the place and making it now a
Okay,
nostalgic
let's see.
horror entertainment. FNAF
Oh
is a
yeah,
series
I could just.
literally the real world analog of the horror attraction that
I'll
Fazbear's Frights is trying to be.
draw
And if that's something that Scott is thematically trying to say for
evil
the game, then setting it
Hanako,
now,
also known as Insolence Hanako,
2015,
or
someone
Insolence
interested in
Midnight.
stories about Chuck E. Cheese, well, that makes sense. And it doesn't include this weird inclusion that it's 7 years in the
Right.
future. And while it
But
doesn't
question is, should I do civilian form or this form? Also, if you're referring this one, if you hear me referring this one as Insolence Hanako, it's because this is the Insolence version of Hanako. You can tell because it was like Hanako. The heart and stuff and the bow. It's Monica's bow. Yeah, it's Monica's bow. So we don't need to talk about Monica. So yeah, I'll just draw her. Cause why not? Hmm.
That this game will be more interesting than the last two. And narratively, it is. Gameplay-wise, not so much. But in the story of the game, this means that it's not your first night on the job. The player character has been here for a while, and that is interesting.
Also, this hair right here, this front hair, is kind of a reference from the old Hanako design, I guess. But I thought it would look cool. Security guard.
This both describes how the game works. The yellow bunny suit will start on the far end of the building and make its way towards you, like you said. But it also tells us that the attraction will be open in 1 week, and that there will be people there from midnight until 6 a.m. It will be open while you're there. It's a horror attraction, so it makes sense, but it's a very different job to be a security guard during operation hours compared to a security guard after closing.
Okay, there we go. You know, the only time I ever draw any of my OCs is when I have nothing else to draw.
Because he disappeared from the company before even Phone Guy started working there, and we know it's not Phone Guy because he's dead. So now we have this new character, Maintenance Man. So we're gonna take a peek and see what we can find. So they're going to an actual old location and are going to see what's
So since I have nothing else to do and I'm waiting for people to join as well, I'm just gonna spit out a fact. So apparently, so here's one thing that you might not know about the Insolence Pretty Cure. Yeah. So you see, all the villains in my AU are working together, like Adagio and the Dazzlings, Glitch Trap, Tio, the Insolence Pretty Cure. Yeah, the Nightmares, the Twisteds used to before some of like 2 of them oofed and stuff, and 3 of them turned good. I have no idea where Twisted, Foxy, and Chica went. I have no idea. Okay. Dang it, I forgot.
After this, Phone Dude's reporting ends. One of these ancient cassette tapes starts
Okay, there we
playing,
go.
and we never hear from Phone Dude again. But then we hear a familiar voice.
Oh, also, if you hear my TV, I'm currently watching something that involves with FNAF.
Phone Guy is back, bro. Okay, so these old cassettes were found at a Freddy's location.
But,
They found the animatronic boarded up in the back room.
yeah, the video that I'm watching is like 8 hours.
Phone Guy died before
It's only on FNAF 2.
These are training tapes for an entertainer and daytime
Alright.
member of staff. Let's take a listen.
Okay, there we go.
Mascot costumes. We've heard about mascot costumes twice. FNAF 1 said that in the original Freddy's location, a guy in a mascot suit lured kids into the bath. And in FNAF 2, a mascot suit was used in kidnappings. Let's go.
Okay. So, I wonder that there would be a lot of villains in my AU coming out to get, well, Midnight, obviously, because, yeah. So, I'll do the civilian form, because why not? Forgot that was on.
Part of this is gameplay information. You use sound cues to learn the animatronic away from you in the game. But it also gives us the important context that some suits that might be yellow can also look like animatronics. Golden Freddy is one of these suits. That's what I'm getting at. Why is he slumped over? Why can't he move and walk around like the others? Because he's in suit mode. And this gives the important detail that the manufacturer of the animatronic suits is not Fazbear Entertainment.
There we go.
Alright, so we can stop calling this Golden Bonnie. This suit is Springlock Bonnie. And Golden Freddy is Springlock Freddy. These are the Springlock suits. They're different than normal suits and different than normal animatronics.
No wonder why he's called Spring Trap. I get it.
Like I said earlier, Spring Boy here starts on the far side of the building. He slowly makes his way toward you, and you can use sound cues to lure him back away from you. You can crawl through vents or walk in your direction, but using sound cues to move him to the furthest point is easy enough. There are some issues though. Looking at the cameras for too long gives you a video error, and you have to reset it, which takes time. You have a limited number of audio loops before you have to reset the sound. And there's also a ventilation reset. Spring Baby Boy can move while you're looking at him. Unlike the animatronics in the past games, the cameras will turn to static every once in a while, and when that happens, he can move. The game is basically watching him, using lore as he moves, resetting your systems as fast as possible when needed, and not getting jump scared. Within the building are also phantom animatronics. Phone Dude said we might see weird things, and that's
Okay.
what these are.
Now I
These
just
don't
need
kill
to do
you when you
this.
see them, but they do make a loud
And
noise
do this.
and force you to reset your
There we
ventilation.
go. Now I just need to add the star. QnA kasi good. Onero wa star. QnA kasi good. Watashi wa star. 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 Kira. Kira. Watashi wa star. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
sets of animatronics, those from FNAF 1 and from FNAF 2. This is quite silly. The idea is that the nighttime security guard in the final night of FNAF 2, Fritz Smith, and Mike Schmidt are the same person, and that they are now also the guard here in FNAF 3. He's seen all of the characters, so he is capable of hallucinating all of them. And I think this is weak, because whether or not they're actually hallucinations is up in the air to begin with. Phone Dude says that they're hallucinations, but Phone Dude and Phone Guy's calls are always trying to play down the supernatural elements. And on top of that, Phone Dude might think that they're
Just
hallucinations when they're actually phantoms. They're
do
spirits.
that
The place is haunted. They're
and
actually
that.
called the Phantom Animatronics.
Now, since this is kind of like a different version of Hanako, it would be weird not to put the gem.
And my second reason for thinking this is quite the silly theory is that you don't need to have been a nighttime security guard to be familiar enough with the animatronics from the locations to hallucinate them. I have in fact had dreams or nightmares about the cast of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band. And I am not a security guard at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just familiar with the characters. In universe, these are beloved children's entertainment mascots. You don't need to have worked there to know what they look like. There were toys, there were cartoons. This thing has been around for like 50 years at this point. The conclusion that this playable character must be Mike because he's seen the older animatronics is complete nonsense. With that said, the player character is absolutely Mike. There's a lot of other evidence for this, just not requiring him to have seen the animatronics to hallucinate them. You used the wrong equation and got the right answer. The gameplay doesn't really change night to night. You get fewer lures, Spring Bonnie and Clyde moves more often, maybe, and that's it. This is the easiest game in the series. So since that's the entire game from a gameplay perspective, we're gonna get back to the story. Actually, wait. I'm gonna play for you Spring Bonnie's jump scare. You have been warned. Yeah, that was pretty lame. Between each night as you play, you get an Atari minigame. These do not happen upon death, they happen at the end of every night. In the first one, you, as Freddy, walk around what is explicitly the FNAF 1 location, with water dripping from the ceiling and rats everywhere. You keep walking until you see Shadow Freddy, who says, "Follow me." You follow him to this doorway that did not exist in FNAF 1, and when you try to go into it, it says, "Error." When you give up and walk away, Purple Guy rushes you and takes you apart, ending the minigame.
Oh yeah.
This repeats every night, with the game giving you control of Chica, Foxy, and Bonnie, to also follow Shadow Freddy to the doorway and be taken apart by Purple Guy. Now, and this is stupidly important, the sprite for Freddy has a bow tie and a button. Bonnie also has a bow tie and a button. The withered animatronics from FNAF 2 have 2 buttons. The rebuilt, remodeled versions in FNAF 1 do not have any buttons. We know that the wizards were transported to a new location and then refurbished. We know that the original Freddy's location where the MCI happened was left to rot. And something that has always bugged me is that the newspaper clippings from FNAF 1 that mention the MCI and that the restaurant was going to close are in the FNAF 1 location. Why would they be there? That's not the restaurant that closed. That's not the one where the MCI happened. Unless it is. Earlier I mentioned that some people think the FNAF 1 location, the third pizzeria, is the original pizzeria where the murders happened. Remember how we know it's a different location from FNAF 2 because it has a Pirate's Cove? Well, FNAF 1 has a Pirate's Cove. So the newspapers being there makes sense. This, in this minigame, is clearly the FNAF 1 location and it's rotting. And we know that it's before FNAF 1 because the wizards still have their buttons. So if the first and the third Freddy's locations are the same place, and these minigames happen after FNAF 2, after the wizards are moved back to the smaller location, but before FNAF 1, then I believe that Purple Guy disassembling the animatronics is the reason that they appear dramatically different in FNAF 1. They weren't just refurbished, they were rebuilt, meaning that Purple Guy was at the FNAF 1 location before Mike was, and when Phone Guy still worked there. These minigames happened after FNAF 2 and before FNAF 1. Alright, on to the night 3 phone call.
Hello. For today's lesson, we'll our training on proper handling techniques. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed.
Okay. So I've been quiet. I sometimes be quiet whenever I'm drawing and stuff. go.
These spring-lock suits are mildly terrifying. Like in the first game, it says you're going to be shoved into a suit, and it shows you with your eyes popped out if you lose, and like, yeah, that's spooky. But a company purposefully putting you in a suit that can impale you with tiny metal springs all over your body if you breathe wrong, or if you sweat on it, that is horror. If a robot catches me and drags me to a suit, and then, okay, I'm going to be impaled, I'm dead, that's fine. But the horror and tension of being inside an Iron Maiden for hours, for your entire shift. Maybe it's because I'm claustrophobic, but that just gives me so much anxiety. This also tells us where the doorway in the minigames is. The safe room that the animatronics are programmed not to see. That's why they get an error. And it's not on cameras, which is why we didn't
Okay.
see it in FNAF 1. The jump from Night 3 to Night 4's tapes is highly contested.
Okay, hang on.
Hello. There's been a slight change of company policy concerning the use of this suit. Don't.
I'm gonna redo those.
Unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures. The company has deemed the suit temporarily unfit for employees.
Okay, so the first 3 phone calls were training tapes. They were pre-recorded and likely played for every new employee in the business. This tape is more like a memo. On that day, whatever day this happened, the spring-lock suits spring-locked a guy, and phone guy had to record this message. For various reasons, I think this happened before FNAF 1 and 2, putting it in the era of the first Freddy's location. In FNAF 2, and remember that location was only open for 2 weeks, in FNAF 2, phone guy mentions how the kidnapped children's incident was done by someone using an old yellow suit. That means that these spring-lock suits were considered old and probably outdated by the time of FNAF 2, meaning that this incident took place in the first Freddy's Pizzeria. We also get a mention of a sister location. That means another restaurant owned by Fazbear Entertainment. And this is really annoying, because it means there's another restaurant we don't know about. We know about Fredbear's Family Diner, but Phone Guy barely remembers that existing, and he doesn't know its name for sure in FNAF 2, so there's no way that that's the sister location. But there is a pizzeria somewhere out there that has these spring-lock suits, owned by Fazbear, before FNAF 2, likely in 1985 or earlier, during the time of the original restaurant. And they had
There we
spring-lock
go.
suits, but don't anymore. Let's keep listening.
Safety is top priority at Great Fazbear's Pizza. Being retired to an appropriate location while being looked at by our technicians. Until replacements arrive, you'll be expected to wear the temporary costume provided suit. Keep in mind that they were found on very short notice. So
I think that's good.
relevant should be deflected. I repeat, the classic suits are not to be touched, activated, or worn. That being said, we are free of liability to any wish. As always, remember to smile.
Okay, let's just do that.
So the suits are being taken away, and technicians, likely from the manufacturer, are going to work on them. Other suits, non-spring-lock suits, not animatronics, but mascot suits, costumes, are going to be brought in. Phone Guy also calls the spring-lock suits classic suits. So it's not like when he recorded these tapes, they were a new invention. They were classic. They were old. Also, there's these new suits, and they are not relevant or appropriate. Put a pin in that for the next several hours until we touch upon that topic again. On to Night 5, we have another jump in time, another memo from Phone Guy.
Hello. This is just a reminder of company policy concerning the safe room. The safe room is reserved for equipment and/or other property not being currently used and as a backup safety location for employees only. This is not a break room. It should not be considered a place for employees to hide and/or congregate. And under no circumstance should a customer ever be taken into this room and out of the main show area. Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved and would like to remind employees that this costume is not safe to wear under any circumstances. Thank you, and remember to smile. You are the face of Great Fazbear's Pizza.
If the spring-lock issue happened yesterday, then I don't think the Spring Bonnie suit being moved would have been noticed by management. At least to my ear, this sounds like it's been decommissioned for a little while, and then one day, randomly, it was moved. Phone Guy also says not to lead customers to the safe room. We know that Purple Guy in a mascot suit, and I'm going to drop the pretense he was in the Spring Bonnie suit. Purple Guy as Spring Bonnie said the suit was noticeably moved. He would have known it was moved. We would have had footage of somebody using it. I don't think this is an indication that the MCI was listening before this memo was recorded. I think this is what inspired Purple Guy to take kids back there. He was already using the spring suit when he wasn't supposed to, and remember, of the 5 dead kids, only some of them were being brought into the back room, meaning he killed some of them before that using a different method. I think he took the suit, did his first killing, and then after this memo, realized he could start using the back room. If the main part of the MCI had happened and kids were being lured into the restaurant, I think that would have been noticed. After you beat Night 5, you're greeted with the final following minigame. The core 4 animatronics were all disassembled, so now you play as a child, a ghost of one of the kids, and you make your way to the safe room, past the broken animatronics.
There you go.
Inside are 4 more ghosts.
And
Die in panic. We know there are 5 haunted animatronics, with Golden
I know.
Freddy being the 5th. The Golden Freddy wasn't
Move this.
disabled, meaning that the disassembling of the animatronics did not free these ghosts. Golden Freddy's child was able to walk
Move this
around
on
freely
the bottom.
without being disassembled, meaning that that has no influence on their ghostiness. And this explains why they're able to repossess the animatronics for FNAF.
There we go.
So the ghost chases Purple Guy around for a bit. There are these square things on the ground. Some people think they're boxes. Some people think they're arcade cabinets. Purple Guy did say that they put unused things back here, so either one of those examples works. Some people think that they're safes, like this is the safe room where safes are, but Phone Guy specifically said it was for employee safety. This is the safety room, not the safe room. In the corner is the Spring Bonnie suit. Now, we don't know if it's been sitting there since 1985 in the MCI, or if it was brought from the FNAF 2 location in 87. But Golden Freddy was brought to the FNAF 2 location, and Phone Guy says someone used an old yellow suit for the kidnapped children, isn't it? So I'm guessing that yes, it was moved around when different locations closed and reopened. Purple Guy theoretically hasn't worn this suit since the kidnappings in FNAF 2 back in 1987. But
What to do? They're hard.
many people interpret this as him getting into the suit he wore when
Yeah, whatever.
the kids to scare the ghosts.
That looks fine. I think.
Others look at the actual gameplay
Yeah.
and say that wearing a Freddy mask in FNAF 2 tricked the haunted animatronics. So Purple Guy might be wearing this costume to trick the ghosts. I don't buy that at all. The animatronics, when possessed, act like animatronics. They perform during the day. They struck you when they catch you because it's against the rules. Spring Bonnie himself in this game is set to follow sound, so he can be where the party is. If the spirit inside the
Okay,
suit was in control,
let's see.
he would not be forced to follow those sound cues. The animatronics think like animatronics, so yes, the mask stops them, but there's no reason to think it would stop these ghosts. Anyway, Purple Guy gets spring locked. The water dripping down causes a failure in the spring locks, and he gets dead. A fitting end to this murdering psychopath. Except it's not the end. Obviously, we've been facing off against Spring Bonnie this whole game. This minigame took place decades ago, and the animatronic is now haunted. Spring Bonnie is Purple Guy, and he's not Spring Bonnie, he's Spring Trap, because he got trapped in the spring lock suit. The animatronic rabbit has a corpse inside of it. In fact, you can actually see that in-game, especially on these secret screens. That's rotting skin and sinew, and that is his skull. That is Purple Guy rotting inside of there, and he was in there during the entirety of FNAF 1. He's been in there for decades, and now he's back, because he comes back. He always does. The Night 6 phone call
That's
is
what he
how it came
says.
to be.
Hello. This is just to inform law enforcement that due to budget restrictions, media will mention safe rooms of the field and most locations, including this one. Work crews will be here most of the
Okay,
day
let's
today,
see.
constructing a false wall over the old store base. Nothing is being taken out beforehand, so if you left anything inside, it is your own fault. Management also requests that this room not be mentioned to family, friends, or insurance representatives. Thanks again, and remember to smile for the face of Freddy Fazbear.
The company sealed up the safe room without even looking inside. So Purple Guy, spring locked, sat there, twitching like in the trailer, for over 20 years, until Phone Dude talked to a construction guy, broke open the barrier, and found an animatronic,
A real one.
and brought him here to us. Unbeknownst to the public, Purple Guy, the murderer, who lured kids to the back room of the original pizzeria, killed them, stuffed them in suit to hide the bodies. Purple Guy, who was arrested but released when those bodies weren't found. Purple Guy, who came back to the restaurant when it reopened in a new location, got hired as a security guard so he could kidnap and kill more kids, and got away with it again. Purple Guy was trapped by the very ghosts of the kids and forced to sit in agony for 23 years inside of a suit.
Well, sucks to be Afton.
It's an ironic twist of fate, but it's exactly what he deserved. At the end of the game, there's no paycheck, no pink slip. The attraction burns to the ground, like Phone Dude said it might. Springtrap likely perished in that blaze, and is gone now, finally.
Nope. Again.
Meaning it might have been the security guard setting it on fire on purpose. But because of the faulty wiring, his crime will likely go undetected. A few items will be sold at public auction, meaning there's a chance for the curse to remain. But if you brighten the image, you can see Springtrap perfectly visible. He did survive. And that is the story of FNAF 3. Except not really at all, we barely started. Jesus, this is where the story gets tricky. That's right, a game where we can't even agree when it happens. With phone guy tapes that were recorded who knows when. Where some tapes were memos and some were audio trainings. We don't know where or when any of this is. Now is when it gets confusing. Beating Night 5 rewards you.
Look at this.
With this screen. Bad ending. Turns out that Scott was a little bit upsetty that people kept finding all his little Easter eggs and solving the game so quickly. I should mention that every game has an ultimate mode where you can set the AI to their maximum level, and Scott could never beat those modes himself. He released the games not knowing if it was even possible, and each time it proved to be possible. So this time, I guess Scott wanted to make the search for insane Easter eggs part of the game. Before we get to that, we're going to go over the normal Easter eggs. Like occasionally Shadow Freddy will appear in the office, and that is just absolutely the worst thing I've ever seen. Some of the posters change just like the other games, and these teleporting paper plates are back. Now let's get to the completely baffling and nonsensical way that you're supposed to beat FNAF 3. So in those end of night follow me mini games I talked about earlier, there was one hallway that will consistently have different hints in it. The first night, the hint is BBDB click. Clearly, this means that on the first night you're supposed to go to camera 8 and double click on the poster of Balloon Boy. This takes you to Balloon Boy's Air Adventure. As Balloon Boy, you gather up some balloons and exit through the exit, except you might notice that's not all of the balloons in the level. There's one more. So you start night 1 again, you double click the poster again, and you get all the balloons, and then you jump through this wall, which has absolutely no indication that it's not solid, and you fall, and if you keep walking, you'll find the final balloon.
Okay.
If you enter the minigame again, you'll find that these balloons you found now form a floating platform you can hop on to find a dead child. You cannot interact with this child at all. Now if you go back to the Follow Me minigame, in the exact same hallway, you might notice some boxes with some arrows in them. This, obviously, is a hint that you need to find the arcade cabinet on camera 7 and input the code on the buttons in the machine in order to enter Mangle's quest. Mangle needs to find his missing parts and avoid this mean bully. So you jump around and you find the parts and then you go out the exit, except no, we've learned you don't go out the exit. Instead, you jump through this wall, fall down past a giant crying puppet, and find a ladder of balloons. These balloons would not have been there if we did not gather them in the Balloon Boy minigame. So you jump up all the balloons and then you find a cake. Now, clearly, since we are super geniuses, we can deduce that since the balloons from Balloon Boy's adventures carry over
We
to
just do
Mangle's quest,
this.
that means the cake from Mangle's quest probably carries back over to Balloon Boy adventure. So we double click on the poster and we go through again, we get all the balloons, we jump through the wall, we go up the balloon path, find the dead child, and then we give him the cake. And now he's a happy little dead boy. The next night, when doing the Follow Me minigame, you'll find a picture of 4 cupcakes. This means that you have to search every camera in the building and find 4 cupcakes and click on them, and then you get to start Chica's Party. In Chica's Party, you specifically play as Toy Chica. You need to grab cupcakes and give them to children, but we know better than to exit the minigame, so instead we're going to jump through the wall, land on one of the red balloons, and find another child to give the cake to. Also, you can't do this without first having done the Balloon Boy game. On the next night, the clue is 395248, and this one gave people a lot of trouble. For the first time, you had to double-click Balloon Boy. That's weird. Second one, you had to put in the Konami code into this arcade cabinet. That's weird. Third one, you gotta find some hidden cupcakes. But this one, you need to click on the wall tiles in the office, arranged in a 3x3 grid like a phone keypad, and click 395248. You need to dial it onto the wall tiles. You gotta dial the tile. This unlocks Stage 01. In Stage 01, Golden Freddy and Golden Bonnie, or Spring Bonnie and Spring Freddy, or Spring Bonnie and Fredbear, or whatever. They have so many names, but technically this is Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Even though I think it should be Fredbear and Bun Bonnie, but no one cares what I think. So here's a small stage and a small restaurant. These two old costumes were used back at Fredbear's Family Diner, which is where this game clearly is set. This is the location before the location where the MCI happened. So if you glitch through the walls and the ceiling, and then you do all of this nonsense. You'll reach a child and give them cake. Now, if you take a second and you think, this is weird. The first child was helped by Balloon Boy, and the second by Mangle, and the third by Cheetah, specifically Toy Cheetah. Maybe that's Freddy's location. Maybe this child was killed in Fredbear's Family Diner. No. That's the exact kind of detail that drives people crazy and makes them try to shove square pegs into round holes. Everyone knows it only works the other way around. Next night they to Shadow Bonnie, and on that night a doll of Shadow Bonnie appears in your office, and now you're playing as good old Rick Pasca. You glitch your way through other mini games until you find a child and give him a cake. Now the last thing to do is to click on this poster of the puppet because, duh, and you enter into Happiest Day. As a child wearing a mask of the puppet, you pass by various tables with kids sitting at them wearing masks that we've never seen before. A green alligator, a pink pig, a purple thing, a blue pig, an orange bird. Then at the end of the hall are 4 kids in masks of Freddy, Chica, Foxy, and Bonnie, and a crying child with no mask. If you did all the games correctly, then the puppet will give the child a cake.
There we
You
go.
will put on the Fredbear or Golden Freddy mask, and then they will all vanish, leaving their masks behind and freeing their balloons or their souls to rise to the sky. What was that? Like, get it. There were a lot of murders. Kid outside Fredbear's is the puppet. The MCI kids are the core 4, and then there's Golden Freddy. The other 5 are probably the 5 kids from FNAF 2 with the KCI and the Save Them minigame. But what is this? If you proceed to the end of the final night again, you see the ghosts all hunt down Purple Guy. Maybe it makes sense now that the animatronics are disassembled and they've all had this little party, and that's why they can manifest as ghosts and attack Purple Guy and kill him, and then all go to heaven. Except that's totally not what happens. The end screen now shows that the masks do not have lights in them. They are empty. Souls are gone. For some reason, the bad ending screen, the way the masks are positioned, makes it look like there are 2 lights inside Golden Freddy. On the good ending screen, Golden Freddy isn't there at all. There's some questions about when Happiest Day takes place. If the kids join up,
Okay, there we go.
the Purple Guy is spring launched, then the animatronics would have been haunted for 1. It seems like it probably happens when FNAF 3 happens, but that's also kind of weird, because why would they move on at the moment that Springtrap is free? It's also argued whether or not the puppet is actually in FNAF 3. There are phantoms, which we know are not physical beings, but the puppet seems real. Matt Pat pointed out in one of his videos that there is a reflection in this puddle, which seems to indicate that the puppet is probably real. If the puppet is still possessed, then Happiest Day cannot have happened yet. That makes me pretty confident to put Happiest Day and the children's souls getting freed after FNAF 3, meaning that the scene of the ghosts attacking Purple Guy had nothing to do with Happiest Day. And that also makes sense because it's very heavily implied that what is haunted about the animatronics are the endoskeletons. There are multiple costumes and outer casings in the back room of FNAF 1 for all the characters, so it's not the casings that are possessed, it's the endoskeletons. I really hope that the story leads to Purple Guy
Okay.
and happiest day, except for the fact
Let me
that it was
just
cold in FNAF 3. It does bring a whole new
color
meaning
the
to Shadow
urine.
Freddy, though. Purple Guy uses him to lure the
Also,
animatronics
here's
to their
one
demise.
thing.
He
So,
also appeared in FNAF 2
apparently,
after those murders happened, and he appears in our
this is
office
for
in
season 2, which is not out yet,
that
but
thing is evil. Whatever
I,
it is, it's
with the
clearly
insolence,
some
I might
tool that
add
Purple Guy's
the insolence
right
pretty
there.
cure, like
Golden Freddy in the first game was
Coley
spooky because these animatronics
and
are trying to kill you.
Elvis.
But now we know that the animatronics are innocent kids, and that they don't
I
really
think
mean
Elvis
to us.
is.
But this thing is legitimately
I
evil.
think.
And that is FNAF 3. Almost. We have to bring up the major question, which is, what were those mini games? Obviously, the security guard, us, we were not playing those games. We weren't sitting there playing Mangle's Quest and somehow affecting events that were happening in the ghost world, right? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, so, you know, Coley. Yeah, I don't know which insolence pretty cure will be there, but yeah, but I know with Penny. Penny.
You may be wondering why I said that the FNAF timeline and story are so
With
confusing.
insolence, Penny,
A very coherent story so
or
far.
distorted Piggy is what she's known as.
What things
I might add
clues are relevant and which are not.
insolence midnight.
I know that this murder is Purple Guy's first murder, and thus it's very easy to place this
But yeah.
diner. I was able to put things in chronological order because I've had almost 10 years to sit on it. When these games first came out, you were hit with everything at once. If you're playing through FNAF 3 normally, you're playing each night, and in between each night you're playing something that happened years ago in the Follow Me minigame. Then the games end with an event that set the game into motion in the first place. The last thing you play is the first thing that happened. And it was the same in FNAF 2. You found out all these murders happened the day before you started working at the end of the game.
So here's another thing. So all of my fandoms,
But beyond that,
my main fandoms, and Pretty Cure are all connected. I know that they're not in the original AUs. Besides, my FNAF universe is basically the Famous Films universe. But still, I still need to catch up on on season 5 of that. But yeah.
So now we're going to watch some of his post FNAF 3 videos so we can get a good grasp of where
I
the
forgot
things
about
were
that.
at the
Hang
time
on.
and how not even close they were.
This is not Fredbear Diner like many interpret, but rather the first location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, predating the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. How do we know? Well, by paying close attention to the old recordings of Phone Guy dug up in FNAF 3, he introduces us to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, not Diner, before explaining the functionality of the special spring lock suits.
This isn't true. I'm not going to say that this is certainly Fredbear's Family Diner, but the logic he just used is flawed. Phone Guy can make training tapes for suits even years after those suits were invented. There's also no reason to think that these are spring lock suits. They might
So yeah, that's why you will hear me talking about Glitch Trap and the other evil animatronics while I'm doing this one. Hooray. It's just, there we go. Since
Now, let's pause here.
insolence,
Are killed by the failure of a bodysuit and
midnight, and the other insolence pretty cures, basically, do use this
each suit has multiple
to
inside of them. I think this phrase multiple
use
spring lock
their
failures
civilian forms to basically spy on the
if one spring lock fails, you get stabbed. But if all of them fail, you get instantly crushed. I don't
on
think this
the
even intends to imply
Midnight Gotcha Pretty Cure.
both fail
Yes, and I'm saying Midnight Gotcha Pretty Cure because smile, the smile part is basically too long and stuff.
evidence that Shadow Bonnie
So
and Freddy are
I would say if I like the Midnight Gotcha Smile Pretty Cure, you would not know what I'm saying. So yeah, I shortened it to the Midnight Gotcha Pretty Cure.
of their true identity
Because one thing,
because people just assume that
Midnight Gotcha Pretty Cure is basically my version of Pretty Cure.
spring lock suit at this point, deemed too unsafe to be functional. The reason he's
Also, when's the ERP film coming out?
is that
need content. I just need content so bad. And all I need to do is just this.
In both Five Nights 2 and Five Nights 1, an endoskeleton that once belonged to Golden Freddy.
It's not important, but this is factually incorrect. The endos in FNAF 1 and 2 are different models. Also, when a spring-lock suit is worn, the endo is not taken out. It's actually moved to the sides so that there's room for a person to climb inside. Also, in my personal understanding of the series, it would be the endo that is haunted, not the casing.
In short, all of Phone Guy's messages are unstuck in time, not recorded anytime near your tenure as security guard. That includes the ones in FNAF 2 talking about children going missing. The pizzeria isn't being shut down for an investigation of some missing children the week you happen to be working there. You're listening to old tapes meant for the night security guard from months ago.
Again, this is just wrong. Phone Guy says he'll be taking over the job after you. But if that was recorded a while ago, then you wouldn't have this job. The paycheck labels you as employee number 2, and Fritz is employee number 3. And we know that Purple Guy was employee number 1.
Okay, I got this
The
now.
newspaper says the location was only open for a few weeks. Even just with the evidence from FNAF 2, this statement is just so wrong.
And just looking at
So I'll
it from
just
every
start with this.
possible
No,
angle,
I forgot
all the
something.
logic points to it being
There we go.
the Phone Guy.
Also, Matt Pat still thinks Phone Guy is Purple Guy.
Consider this. He's the only person in the game who knows about the safe rooms. As we've mentioned before, all the safe rooms were sealed up back in the Springlock suit days, back in the first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza location, meaning every other employee coming afterward would have never even heard of these things. Phone Guy is the only character we meet who would have any knowledge of these rooms. He's also the only person who knows how to use the Springlock suits. Again, once they were decommissioned, the
Yep.
suits were hidden away. We know for a fact the killer was using one of the yellow Springlock suits, and Phone Guy is the only character we know who had knowledge of A, where they were hidden, and B, how they were operated safely.
This part made my brain hurt. Matt Pat says Phone Guy is the only person who knows about the Springlock suits in the safe room. Then he points out that no employees who work there after him would be told about them, and that he's the only character we meet who knows about them. That second part is true. He is the only character we meet who would know about them. But obviously, other people know about the suits.
And I forgot something else again.
All the
That
employees about
is
not touching the suits
unfortunate.
after they've been decommissioned. He makes a memo about the room being boarded up. Matt just went from Phone Guy is the last person
There we
who
go.
employees who would know to Phone Guy is the only person who could possibly know. Obviously, the performers who used the suits would know. The technicians that took the suits away after they were decommissioned would know. And we know that Purple Guy was an employee. I don't know if Matt just had a brain fart or if he's grasping at straws, but this is literally just a lie. He also says that FNAF 1 is an alternate universe where the bad ending happened. No. I just wanted to talk about this video because it really paints a picture of how people had no idea what was going on at the time. And as we move into the next section, where I have no idea what's going on, I want you to understand how the people who interpreted FNAF 1 as an alternate universe bad ending prequel have no chance of understanding FNAF 4, the final chapter.
Wait. So for
FNAF 4, the final chapter.
So
is
for
the midpoint of our story.
playing as a kid in
We think it's called
FNAF
the final chapter because it
4,
takes place furthest
does that
along the
mean
timeline.
in FNAF
No,
4
you're wrong. It's actually the first game.
does it take place in 1983? Because that's when the Bite of 83 happens.
Yes, it was changed to name and development. It wasn't actually called the final chapter. We can goof on that all we want, but that was technically not its name when it was released. The tagline is, "What is it that you think you see?" And I have no idea because this game broke the entire community, and to this day, nobody can agree on a word of it. FNAF 4 released on July 23rd, 2015, 3 months after FNAF 3, giving it the longest development time so
What's
far.
going on down there?
And this shows. This game is fully in 3D, with the character actually being able to
Okay, I'll be back and I'm gonna see.
lines. There is no phone guy in this game, and not a single voiced line of dialogue.
Well, obviously, it's a kid being played as a kid, I'm gonna go down and see or get something. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. And I got a Snapple. Yippee. Okay.
The reason FNAF 4 exists when it was meant to only be a trilogy is because people complained that Springtrap's jump scare was lame. And it was. So Scott decided to make one more game, this time with the scariest jump scares yet. I talked at the beginning about how Scott usually makes his next game focusing on the feedback from the previous game, and that's why this game features nightmare animatronics.
Wait, hang on.
By the expectations that anybody could realistically think these are appropriate for a pizzeria restaurant for kids. These are
Do I have a...
nightmares. The story reason for these nightmare animatronics is that the game
I don't think I do.
perspective of a child who is scared.
That's sad.
So these monsters are the actual nightmares. Scott also promised that this would be the final chapter to conclude the story, which it did at the time. The story had already concluded in FNAF, but this game added extra context to everything. It took the minimal story in these couple games about the killer, and it actually made a very compelling story about the game's hero. The problem is, nobody understood that at the time, and many probably still don't.
Okay, here's a fun fact. Insulin Hanako's eyes aren't black like Hanako's is. They're actually orange to represent that she's in the insolence. So ever see someone that looks like my... So if anyone would... In either TSP and the same place would see someone that looks like Hanako with orange eyes, better run.
Okay, so you're playing not as a security guard, but as a young boy in his bedroom at night, and you must survive away from your nightmares from midnight until 6 a.m. Taking a cue from the original game, Bonnie comes from your left, Chica from your right. Foxy has a time-based mechanic where he peeks out from something. In this case, it's your closet, and you have to check up on him every once in a while. And Freddy gets behind you in your office, or in your bedroom. These are Freddles, and you have to check on them every once in a while to make them go away. With your back turned to the rest of the room, Bonnie and Chica can get you. When you lean out in the door to the hallway, you have to listen for breathing. If you hear breathing, you have to shut the door. Otherwise, you can send them away with your flashlight. So just like normal, we have a mechanic where you have to check on things to prevent you from just sitting there and doing nothing, that being Foxy and Freddy. And then we have other randomly timed events that you have to ward off until the night ends. This is classic FNAF. Between nights, we once again have Atari-style young crying boy does not have a name. Some people think his name is Evan, but it definitely is not. But that is what most people call him.
You know, some people call Cece, used to call him Chris, Evan, but people nowadays call him Cece. I'm one of those people.
The first minigame is actually before night 1.
And
A small plush toy, Fredbear, not
and
Freddy,
Cece
like Golden Freddy.
is actually part of the Phantom Kids Pedicure.
What did he do this time? He locked you in your room again.
Basically, there's
Don't be
Ruby, which is Cure Morningstar.
here with you.
Now you play as
George, who is Cure Teleport. You can tell
as our player
in my opening.
with the weird detail
Then there's the crying child, or Cece,
play sections. Foxy is not
Cure Cry, I guess, because he
before this.
is known as the crying child.
Plush, a different child's toy. Freddy also has buttons, implying that this is the pre-FNAF 1 version of the character, which I don't think was ever in dispute. Cece, the crying child, is crying constantly throughout the entire game.
And
If you waltz
there's
over,
Luz,
Cece will say,
who is a Cure Glyph,
if you try to go out the door,
and
you'll find it
basically is supposed to be inspired by
and Cece will fall over and sob.
Doki Doki Pedicure. So Ruby, Luz's girlfriend Amity is also there as
What's kind of weird is that Fredbear in the first scene of the game does not have any color in his eyes, but for the rest of the game he is white eyes. After your first night of defending yourself from monsters, it's time for another mini.
As Regina, I guess. My name is Regina. Okay, yeah.
This room has 2 doors. This room has
By the way, for
not
the
which is
I know sometimes I forget Regina is even there,
Until the party.
but yeah.
leave his room now and walk around the house, but not before Fredbear warns him that someone is hiding.
So there's Mana, Rika, Alice, Makoto,
Able to teleport wherever he wants.
Aguri,
Left to walk into a room with a TV.
and finally Regina,
Will jump out at you, and you start
whose song,
the game ends.
and her song is basically that one song
There's
from
nothing in the text confirming it, but I think we can assume that this is Cece's older brother.
yeah.
There's a curveball thrown right at you. Fun new push train. So now we enter a minigame where you are sitting in a short hallway with 4 doors. At the end of the hallway is a nightmarish plushie of Springtrap sitting in a chair. For
Oh,
gameplay
God.
reasons, the point of this minigame is to get the doll to stop on the X on the floor.
I
If you
remember
do, then your next night is 2 hours shorter. But story-wise, a plushie of Spring Bonnie existing makes perfect sense. There's one of Fredbear, obviously. But the nightmarish appearance of this one makes it seem like this was also a nightmare, and it looks kind of like Springtrap, and it's called Plush Trap. But while it makes sense that a child who is not Cece because the rooms are different, but a child would have nightmares about animatronics and have to stay up until morning. I don't understand the child who imagines a scary doll in a short hallway. I don't know when this takes place.
1983.
Till the party.
Cece is crying under a table at a Freddy's location.
He left without you. He knows that you hate it here.
So, older brother, Foxy Bro, if you will, took us to Freddy's and then left us here. And Cece is scared of the restaurant. Except he thinks the plushes are his friends. He's fine with the characters. It's the animatronics he's scared of. Which makes sense because as a child, I was also scared of the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese's. But not the characters. The voice of Fredbear tells Cece to run to the exit.
You are right beside the exit. If you run,
I mean,
you can make it.
If you
I started becoming a little scared.
Don't you remember what you saw? The exit is the other way. Hurry and leave.
When you then go the correct way, a performer in a Fredbear costume will walk up
But
to you.
yeah.
This is likely a Springlock suit, given that there are teeth in the costume as opposed to a mascot suit. Fredbear, the disembodied voice, will say,
It's too late. Hurry the other way and find someone who will help. You know what will happen if he catches you.
on the next screen over, we see shadows on the wall of Bonnie and Freddy. These are in animatronic mode because you can't see anything inside of them, but it's unclear if these are
Oh, yeah.
shadows of figures who are behind the camera, behind our perspective, entities coming for us. Fredbear says,
You can find help if you can get past them. You have to be strong.
this really does make it seem like they are physically in the way, not just somewhere in the room. If you go to the right again, you can see into a previously closed
Okay.
purple guy is standing at the door. A name tag on his shirt.
Let me just do the background blue
It's not really sure.
turning to orange because
This is a normal rectangle name tag. And he's helping a performer. It's
no, you know what? Hang on.
based on
Let me
the
just
eyes and teeth. This
there we
really
go.
looks like a normal
And then
mascot
this
costume, not a
orange,
costume. It's also mildly weird
orange.
that two animatronic
There we
characters
go.
would be
And
on
now
stage while there's another Fredbear mascot walking around and have another Bonnie ready to come out. If you try to leave, the guy in the Fredbear suit will follow you. You collapse beside her next to a table.
Tomorrow's another day.
Okay, let's talk about Fredbear Plush. He's capable of teleporting, I guess. He speaks to you as if he's a different person. He's not Boxy Bro. He's not Purple Guy. He might be an imaginary friend. He might be possessed by a ghost. White Eyes usually mean possession
there we
in
go.
games. But we can rule out Boxy Bro and Purple Guy because they are both visibly
That took me like an hour.
Fredbear is talking to Cece.
2 days until the party.
Fun fact, the FNAF Wiki actually has this quoted as 2 days before the party. Despite it getting every single other one of these quotes correct, the FNAF Wiki is kind of a mess all around. Anyway, this minigame opens, still at Freddy's.
I got notifications. Hang on.
You have to get up.
Oh,
You can get up this time.
yeah. Hang on.
You have to hurry.
Let me just
Cece goes to find
plug
a
that
boy
in.
green shirt holding a spring Bonnie plush.
Where's your plush toy? Mine is Spring Bonnie. My daddy says I have to be careful with him, or I will pinch my finger. He is a finger trap, he says.
So that means that in the game, he's Spring Bonnie. Fazbear Entertainment is not manufacturing spring trap toys, thankfully, as that would ruin all sense of time. The gross version from the gameplay is just a nightmare, and I'm very glad about that. And this boy's comment about the plush being a finger trap is something, it probably means something, and I guess I'm going to have to talk about it eventually, so why not now?
So let's see.
There's a theory that this game is intended to show that every FNAF game is a dream, a nightmare. The minigames in FNAF 4 being the only real parts of the story, with every other game, including their minigames, being a dream. That theory states that this boy saying this to Cece is what inspires Cece to dream up Springtrap for the FNAF 3 nightmare. We're gonna put that on the back burner. I'll address it all later, but I want you to know I don't think this was ever the intention. But if that's not the intention,
Let's see.
then what does this line?
I'm not gonna draw the
Springbok suits already exist, so those training boots phone guy made might already exist.
the other insolence
In which case,
pedicures
employees at the pizzeria already know that they're dangerous. Could this kid be phone
because
guy's
yeah.
son? No, there's no evidence for it except for that it makes this line make sense. But hey, there's no evidence for dream theory except for that it makes this line make sense. So I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say this is phone guy's son.
Okay, let's see.
Obviously that's just a joke.
So I'm gonna do a list of all the villains that are in my AU. So have fun listening to this boring list.
Find this green-eyed girl with pigtails. You'll also find Fredbear's head sticking out of a flower, which is weird, and which lends more evidence to the supernatural
Okay.
theory. Or possibly
Villains.
the head is just a representation
So first up, there's
there is something plush-like about that flower.
Insolence,
The green-eyed girl says,
Midnight,
You
or
better watch out.
Hannah.
I hear they come to life at night, and if you die, they hide your body and never tell anyone. Why do you look so worried? See you at the party.
so dream theory
Yeah,
makes this line become
her name is Hannah since
well, this is clearly the
that's
reason
what
for Cece's nightmare, a playground
the-
rumor saying that they put your bodies in suits at night. Except no.
the safe
Cece
place.
thinks the animatronics are
Plus TSP and Kona and Robbie and Spidella and Lego call Insolence Midnight says there can't be two Hanakos.
in this game, the screen goes red when you get caught. In other games, the screen cuts to static. When you get caught in this game, you actually die. If this rumor led to the other games being a nightmare, then there's no reason why that wouldn't be included in the nightmare of This game,
Okay.
the
Then
animatronics
there's
game should also
insolence,
just kill you.
murder,
Who knows about the animatronics putting people into suits? Phone guy. In FNAF
which
2,
she
he says it's so
doesn't have
that it might happen. This is a small town, and these kids are always
a name
around
yet.
Freddy. The
I
other
do
thing
know
with
that she's
animatronics
supposed
is
to
that you
be
might put people in
Tenko,
suits because
but
they think they're endoskeletons.
evil
Might lead to a
version.
kind of rumor.
And also,
And employees
insolence
pull this
murder is
training,
basically
like
like a
8,000
psychopath and stuff.
and then kids
Kind of
get
like
hurt.
Afton, but hey, we don't talk about Afton.
Down the sidewalk is an older boy in green.
Aren't you the kid who always hides under the table and cries? No one else is scared. Why are you? Stop being such a baby.
Start.
Next to a parked car, where just the sliver of Fredbear can be seen, is a boy with a balloon. A balloon boy.
Are you going to the party? Everyone is going to the party. Oh, wait. You have to go. It's your birthday.
So now we know that the days
Start.
we counted down to are for Cece's birthday, presumably at Freddy's, which he is scared of. Dream theory people also think that this boy is what
Okay.
caused Cece to dream about Balloon Boy. If that was the case, and I don't mean to say if that was possible, I mean if that's what Scott intended, then I would assume the balloon he's holding would at least be the right color. Maybe he'd have a hat
You know what?
or a striped shirt. Obviously, it's not that hard to depict a striped shirt
Found one.
that Cece is wearing one.
Tessa. And not because there's a little Murder Drones character called Tessa. I just, why not?
At her feet are toys
And then
Chica and Freddy. This is obviously a reference to the toy animatronics. Now, dear viewer, it may seem as if I'm
There's
digging myself into a hole by denying this dream.
insolence,
It makes a lot of
soft,
sense. It allows Cece
which
to imagine the toy
might be
animatronics
like
in FNAF 2 because he saw these toys here.
Sophia and stuff,
One
because
key detail that people point to is that Chica
Soft's
we will talk
name
about later. In
is
FNAF
literally
2,
Sophie,
Chica
so,
spends the night with her beat,
but
and then removes
turns
it
it to
keep
soft.
hunting for you.
And
Clearly, this
insolence,
is Cece's nightmare as he is dreaming FNAF 2.
sunlight,
He's inspired by this girl and her broken toys that Cece saw once. Right,
There's,
right, guys? There are two other options. One is that the actual toy
hang
figure
on.
has beak removal functionality. Like it's
I can't do
not
Luna
designed.
because
I find
already
it unlikely
taken
that this girl who is so proud of her collection would have just right now broken the beak for the first
by
time and
midnight.
not be accepted yet.
Lana. Yeah, okay, I'll
Or at least that's
do
possible.
Lana.
The second option is that Toy Chica removes
Not because I'm a fan of Lana's, of Lana Ray, because, yeah, Lana, you know, Lana's Life, the one who makes
I
those
said that I don't think that FNAF 2
Roblox shorts. And then there's Insolence Moon, also known as Nightmare Midnight, also known as Melody, because, yeah, you know, there's, Midnight, or Midi, there's,
and that metal was then reused in Toy Chica.
there's,
And maybe she takes off her beak because this girl likes
there's Maddie, aka Twisted Midnight, and now there's Melody, because,
can't keep
you
their
know,
hands to themselves.
it would be too confusing if there was 3 Midnights, so I had to, give 2
Theories
Midnights
kids would all be
a name.
suicide victims, like this kid is actually
Obviously, Midnight's already taken by Rockstar Midnight, but that's just original Midnight.
Springtrap.
And then there's,
And then there's another theory
let's
that
do
says
the,
it's from FNAF 2.
Insolence
So I don't
first.
want to overreach and say this is Chica, but I think that makes more sense than Dream Theory.
I have to
People like Dream Theory
go
because
search
it
up the
answers
Insolence.
everything and is easy.
The
Dream Theory is simple.
Insolence.
Everything else is complex. Then you walk to
Because I forgot who's in the Insolence.
T, and if you do, it says Fred
Okay.
Bear and Friends,
So,
1983.
there's
Scott basically came out
T.O.
that this means that the game takes place
There's,
in 1983. Obviously, if you see a TV show with a copyright date, that does not mean that it is currently the year of the copyright date. If I'm making a movie and someone's watching The Wizard of Oz, that does not mean the movie takes place in the 30s. It does mean the movie takes place at least after that year. But yeah, Scott did come out to confirm that this means that the game takes place in 1983. Meaning our timeline of important events will now look like...
Okay. So there's Coley.
1972, the Fredbear characters are created. 1983, Cece's birthday bash.
Just
1985, the MCI. 1987, the kidnapped children's incident in the Bite of 87.
There's
1992,
Friend,
closes and phone guy dies.
who appears in.
Springtrap is unleashed. Meaning we are
Yeah, you get it. And then there's a.
committing his first
Well, Coley appears in Chapter 6 of Book 2. Friend appears in The Port. Marcus appears in.
find the room of a young girl. There is a
Marcus
concealable
appears
toy what appears to be mangled And this is one of the things that confused a lot of people back in the day. People assumed that Mangle was invented at the FNAF 2 location, putting his creation sometime around 1987. But this technically is not stated anywhere.
Marcus appeared in the docks, Delta in the camp, Alphys in the sewers, Penny, Piggy in both house and lab. So the first ever map and then the last ever map of the storyline. And then Ellie
Eventually, they just stopped trying and left them in some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now it's just a mess of parts.
and then the ones who come out of the ground in the camp, Porter, Ben, Mary,
The FNAF 2 location was only open for
Eloise, and then the ones who are in like character focused chapters and stuff, and also appears in chapter 12 of book 2, the Sentinels,
meaning that this girl having a
Umbra, who
even though this game
appears in
FNAF 2. When you enter your room, Foxy Bro jump scares you.
Breakout, and then Umbra. And of course there are non-canon ones, and Unknown, which is Blatt and Scribe, but the non-canon ones are Silzus, Fergus, Marley Russell, and then Glenn. Of course, it looks like Marley Russell is in the Insolence. It's glowing orange, has the Insolence eye. But I'm confused about Ellie, though. Ellie is an Insolence member. People did not know the Insolence back then, but yeah. Oh, and then there's Glitch Trap. Okay, let's see. Nightmares.
Please, let me out.
FNAF. Okay, so there's now the Nightmares. So first up, Nightmare, and of course Nightmare Midnight is part of the Nightmares, but also part of the Insolence. Pretty sure, because it used to be the one who used to be Insolence Moon was Twisted Midnight before they turned good, but yeah. Okay, let's see. And then there's a Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Foxy.
It should also be noted that the version of Fredbear in the Stage 01 minigame from FNAF 3 has black accessories.
Yeah, since in the TFF universe,
As Fredbear travels around
yeah.
glitching to various different sides, we actually see a screen where the
Let's see,
3
who
cheering
else?
turn into only 2 cheering children. This may indicate
Willow works with us now because Willow's good now, and also the pillows are kind of hilarious. Oh boy. Sun and Moon were working with them at some point, but I think, yeah, and also Hopi was too, but they're helping us now in the FNAF universe.
It's CC's birthday party at Freddy's, a place that he hates. A place that makes him cry in front of all the neighborhood children. In front of him is his brother, and his brother's 3 friends in masks. The Freddy mask kid is likely the one that laughed at CC earlier, although his hair is a slightly different color. That's fine though, we can excuse things being a slightly different color as just a minor mistake. In blue text, we read,
Well, your brother is kind of a baby, isn't he?
given that Foxy Bros text is gray on his shirt, it's unclear if the blue text belongs to Bonnie or Cheetah Kid, whose shirt is blue.
It's hilarious. Why don't we help him get
Oh,
a
God.
closer look?
Okay, let's see. So I think that's all the villains for now, but
Come on,
just
guys.
here's another thing. There's also Mr. P who
Get up close and personal.
gave us a story in the true ending.
As they walked past the shadows,
So I don't know if Mr. P, well, we haven't seen Mr. P ever since you know, chapter 12, but he was mentioned in the hidden ending, I guess, but I don't really see the hidden ending. I just seen it from, you know. And then there's Willow, who's basically broken. She lost her family, lost William, not William Afton. Oh, did I forget to mention? There's also Afton. William Afton. Oh, we got another. Okay.
Night 6 is every animatronic in the original Freddy crew, as well as Nightmare Fredbear. Completion of this night leads us to the final cutscene.
But that was just the ones in the, you know.
Gray text. The text indicating that it's Foxy Bro speaking. He says,
Can you hear me?
You mean Michael?
If you can hear me. I'm sorry.
yellow text. Fredbear's text then says,
You're broken.
Also, here's another thing. So, the Midnight Gotcha Pedicure, who are known as Pedicure when they perform, are kind of like also inspired by this Six the Musical, because you know they're known as broken, infected, corrupted, broken, infected, survived.
I am still here.
But yeah.
flushes all fade away, leaving Fredbear last.
So in the villains, I'm not counting the my mini tune. I forgot 3 people. Actually, no, more than that. There's Monica,
Then,
Natsuki,
from
Yuri,
the scene, the ground is still visible. It's just Cece.
Dagio, Dazzle, Aria Blaze, and
Wiki claims that
Sonata Dusk. I'm not counting.
it's not. There's a YouTube video where somebody used this song over like a montage of sad Halo moments, and for some reason people think that the song is then from Halo. It's actually from a royalty-free audio library. And nobody questioned how Scott would be able to license music.
And no.
They just wrote it on the wiki.
Um,
Also, yeah, Cece's dead.
Tord.
I think the text here is pretty self-explanatory.
Tord is not a part of the villains, basically because I know he is a villain in
considers them his friends because kids wearing the
yeah.
masks of those characters just killed him. Fredbear desperately clings to Cece, saying, "I'm still here. I will put you back."
But yeah, the villains
And then he disappears too.
minus Mr. P,
Cece,
Helpy, Moon, Sun, and Willow
the animatronics.
are all out to get Midnight.
I can hear
Well, actually, all the pretty cures. Actually, not all the pretty cures, but all my stars. I forgot more. Oh my god, what is wrong with me?
There's a lot of different theories for this.
So there's
For one, later
Bad End,
shares the text color with
Happy,
the girl from earlier.
Bad End,
The sister and the sister
Sunny.
talking. Maybe she was Fredbear all along.
What? No. No. Elizabeth's dead.
There's also the possibility that it is literally just a mistake. Like I said earlier, we can forgive slight color errors.
Bad End, Peace.
Like Scott, while programming, accidentally copied the color code from Pigtail Girl's text instead of all the other instances of Fredbear, because they just look so similar.
Bad End,
Then there's the
March.
there's just something
Bad End,
voice during this final scene. For example,
Beauty.
Fredbear has a speaker inside of him.
Dark
When he
Dream,
talks, then maybe
Dark
Foxy
Rouge,
goes from talking out loud to
Dark
then talking through the
Lemonade,
his brother, or some other character like Cece's father, who
Dark
has been
Mint,
talking through the plush the entire game.
Dark
Maybe now he's
Aqua.
not talking through the plush. Maybe now the father is talking in
Yeah.
the same room. as
So
the
basically, the bad pretty cures that existed before the influence pretty cures are working with Glitch Trap and, well, yeah. So, okay, here are the leaders of the whole villain group. So Tio, obviously, Glitch Trap, Nightmare, Adagio, Monica, Bad into Happy, Dark Dream, and Insolence, Midnight. Those are all the villains.
Purple guy, so he does not count as one of those 5
Not
kids.
of drawing the villains, actually.
Guy starts tampering with soul juice.
Yeah!
So why is this story being told?
So let's see.
Who is this kid who to this day
Okay,
is named
if I would draw Rillo, I would do the pillows. I'm sorry, but yeah.
to try to figure that out?
So minus
Hidden in.
these
Beyond the supernatural
5.
aspects of the nightmare animatronics in the main gameplay, there's also other aspects of the game that appear to be not entirely
Minus
real.
these
Occasionally, when looking behind you at the bed,
5.
you can see a bottle of
We're just drawing these ones.
in a vase, and an eye
Might take a while, but yeah.
these being obvious
But
references to a
I'll be
hospital
back. I'm
dying in the hospital.
gonna go
There's a chance
to the bathroom.
ambient noise can be heard while playing.
Yippee. Okay, back. Yippee.
Is actually a phone call from Night 1 of FNAF 1.
Okay,
This is one of the most important pieces of evidence for trying to figure out
let's see.
what he's actually trying to say. For one, it firmly places the events of the nighttime gameplay itself after FNAF 1. It also limits the candidates who we might be playing as
Let's
to
see.
two different people. Phone Guy and Mike Schmidt. There's also a purple phone toy in the room.
Okay, the first one I'm gonna do is
But it takes on a new meaning if you take into account the fact that this game is supposed to be a dream. The actual game's gameplay, the nighttime part,
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep after this.
being had by Mike Schmidt sometime after FNAF 1. He's dreaming
Not Adagio. Hang on.
coming from the right body,
So
left Foxy behind
I did.
the curtain and Freddy behind him. The phone from the office is here. He can hear the recorded phone call from his first night on the job. He can see references to a hospital. A hospital where his brother
Yep.
Cecil
Okay. Let's see.
died. This story is being told because it's the origin of Mike Schmidt, Foxy Bro, who accidentally got his brother killed as a teenager and who later went
You
on
know what?
to be a security guard.
Let's do Adagio Dazzle.
I said earlier that we could roll out Cece being the spirit inside Golden Freddy because Golden Freddy is already possessed by one of the MCI kids. Except we don't need to rule him out. Back in FNAF 3, we saw Golden Freddy with the light inside his head, which it appeared to be two different lights. Having two two souls might be why he's capable of teleporting. Being two beings is probably why his head is capable of flying at the player in FNAF 2. Because that aspect of the character is one soul, the more violent MCI victim's soul. Whereas all Golden Freddy normally does is crash the game. He doesn't kill you, because CC wouldn't kill his older brother. He would just appear to him and say, "It's me." The Happiest Day minigame in FNAF 3 is a mirrored version of the restaurant from FNAF 4, except this time, the kids in the Freddy masks are there to celebrate Golden Freddy's birthday with the help of the puppet. They're recreating the birthday party he never got to give it its happy ending. As he died, CC stopped thinking of these characters as his friends, but when they all came up to him to give him a good birthday, he then voluntarily put on his Fredbear mask, reuniting with his friends. His friends, the Freddy's characters, not the MCI kids. Golden Freddy doesn't exist in the good ending of FNAF 3, because even though CC's soul was freed, the MCI kid, the one who he shared the suit with, was not. So the story of FNAF is the story of Mike Schmidt, who accidentally got his brother killed at a Freddy's in 1983. He investigates the kidnappings and possible deaths of children in 1987, the day after the bite of 87, but then was fired that same day for tampering with the animatronics. 5 years later, in 1992, he applied to be the security guard at the next Freddy's location after Phone Guy announced he was retiring. His brother appeared before him in a ghostly apparition and said, "It's me." After getting fired for tampering with the animatronics and odor, again, he started having nightmares about his time as a security guard and his brother's ghost. These dreams took place inside his childhood bedroom, a room that we never see in the mini-games in FNAF 4. When a new Freddy's location finally opened up years later, Fazbear Frights, he took the job. He worked there for a while before the game started until they brought in the Springtrap animatronic. He hallucinates the animatronics he saw at the other buildings while he's warding off Springtrap. And the puppet, who is really there, spares him because he knows that Mike is not Purple Guy. Mike eventually burns the place down, defeating Purple Guy once and for all. He frees all of the spirits, including his own brother. That is the story of FNAF, with some loose threads. We know that Springtrap
Until sister location comes on. Also, if you're wondering why I did not put Molten in that list, it's because he's good now. I know in season 1 he was like evil and stuff with, and reason why Rockstar Freddy died and stuff. Oh, excuse me, quote unquote, died. I'll put it right here. Died. It's because that was old Molten. Okay, now when I started shipping Molten and one of my OCs, Midnight, and now I am not talking about your Midnight. No, that's not the light. No. Spoiler alert, I do sim for Molten, okay? Yippee.
He assumed that somebody like MatPat would figure it out, but nobody ever did. To this day, nobody agrees on what FNAF 4 is about. So whatever is in that box has to be a solution that is validated by somebody figuring out the story. Theories that it's just CC's plushes or it's the puppet don't actually reveal or explain anything. I'll talk about what I think is in the box in a couple of
All I
minutes.
know.
To this day, people still cannot agree on what they think is inside it, with the best guess being evidence for dream theory.
Could our powers combine? We can come up with a cringeworthy theory. That the internet might only mildly cancel us.
After FNAF 4, Game Theory had a live stream where the world's leading FNAF experts talked about the story, which at that point we thought was complete. I remember watching this stream live as it happened.
Here's one thing. I still think FNAF 4
I also think it's
is the scariest one.
FNAF on YouTube will mention that they watched this stream happening live. It's like there's this group of people who led very different lives, and they all converged for one moment in 2015, watching MatPat live on stream, and then splintered off again. But now are all talking about FNAF on YouTube, Scott started updating his website with hints trying to steer the conversation. Scott would say years later that he regretted interacting with the community by commenting on theories because he felt like he led people down the wrong path. And I think he's talking about this live stream. The things Scott posted during this live stream have been held up like the holy Bible of FNAF, where people act like if you can answer these questions, you can solve the
Okay,
whole story.
here we go.
Okay, so clearly this is something that a lot of people would screenshot it off the screen.
In a FNAF 4 minigame, why would the tiny toy Chica be missing her beak?
This is literally, can I just say how literally insane? Like, I'm really excited. Like, this is.
Okay.
Scott has broken it open.
I knew that I would try and draw this character
Look at the thing.
on stream.
Oh, oh my gosh, and even in the asset, you see Chica's beak lying on the ground. There, right there. Which is a reference to FNAF 2.
This is a reference to what I discussed before about
Okay.
this girl and her toys. Back then, when I was making fun of Dream Theory, I mentioned how Dream theorists think this means that Toy Chica is missing her beak in FNAF 2 because Cece saw this broken toy right now. But I think this is backwards. I think the Toy Chica in the game is missing her beak because Toy Chica in FNAF 2 is missing her beak. And if you're confused and saying, well, how can something that happened in 1987 affect something back in 1983?
Okay, that actually,
And you will be no less confused.
I don't know anymore.
That's when she loses her beak. Am I correct in saying? I believe so. Docko, can you confirm or?
Hold on, I'm sorry. Scott's done another question. Oh God. Said, what is seen in shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child. So,
Confucius say.
What is seen in the shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child?
yes, that's exactly what he said.
This has been interpreted in multiple ways, including the shadow animatronics, and also this scene of Cece watching purple guys put a performer into their costume. My issue with this scene being the catalyst for any theory, especially if the theory is that Cece thinks this is purple guy the murderer stuffing someone in a suit to kill them, is that he doesn't seem scared of this action at all. He's scared of the guy in the Fredbear costume. He was also scared of the restaurant before seeing this. Some people also think it's a reference to the nightmare animatronics. Basically, they don't actually look like nightmares. They look like something else, and they're just misunderstood in the darkness. I disagree because of Scott using the words easily misunderstood. When we later talk about why the nightmare animatronics look like this, you'll see that there's nothing easy about it.
Here's a weird. This is weird, okay? But it's one of the things that immediately jumps to my mind. Is it possible? Again, this is completely off the wall. Is it possible that FNAF 2 didn't actually happen?
And it was just, yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, is it possible? Yeah, no, is it possible that FNAF 2, like, the main game of FNAF 2, like, putting on the mask, the animatronics, like, sliding across the screen, jumping out, all that stuff, is it possible that all similar to FNAF 4, which takes place inside the mind of a child, you know, is it possible that FNAF 2 also took place in the mind of a child? You know, maybe, again, this tortured boy who sees Chica without her beak, who sees the toy animatronics, who sees Mangle in pieces in a separate room in his home. Is that a possibility? Like, again, this is me theorizing out of the blue, just talking, like, my mind, when I hear, or when I see Chica without her beak, and I hear Scott saying, you know, what exists in the mind of the what you see in the shadows,
Hang on.
you know, could be, like, is FNAF 2 just this hypothetical situation that this child is like,
This needs to stop now.
and I hate going to,
Cutie mark.
because one of the things that we strive for on Game Theorists is when we create theories, not resorting to like, it's a coma.
What if everything in FNAF was just a dream? That's right, a FNAF dream theory. That everything we played through in these games was created in the mind of the FNAF 4's crying child. The nail in the coffin. The one piece of evidence that no one can deny and that, to my knowledge, no one has talked about in the months of theorizing. The details song. Every time. Why would the end of my shift in an office be signaled by a grandfather clock chime? It wouldn't, unless I was asleep, dreaming in my house with a grandfather clock right outside my room. Just like the layout of the crying child's house we see in the FNAF 4 minigames. 6 o'clock a.m., time to get up. But now let's look at FNAF 4. How does each night end there? Alarm clock. Why? Because we're no longer in the crying child's house. We're in a hospital, trying to recover from being bitten. Hence the pills, IV, and flower Easter eggs. No hospital has a grandfather clock, but they're all equipped with a generic digital alarm clock. This, to me, was the missing link, the piece of evidence that took this theory from convenient explanation for a lot of the game's weirdness to definitive proof that this is what Scott intended.
Oh, this is still from Scott?
Is this email? No, apparently it's from the website. It said 4 games, 1 story. That's what he said on the website. 4 games, 1 story.
I mean, we were assuming that it was kind of one story. I mean,
4 games, 1 story. This clearly was pointing people in the direction that this wasn't just some random story about a kid who died years before the other games. We've already talked about how Foxy Bro is Mike Schmidt, so there you go. That's how all 4 games are 1 story. These hints and general theories about the game led to Dream Theory. Now, I already said that I think that the nighttime gameplay segments of FNAF 4 are a dream, but this theory is saying that every single FNAF game is a dream being had by CC. He gets bit, he goes to the hospital, he dreams FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, and FNAF 4, with the only real things being the mini-games in FNAF 4. Purple Guy in his nightmares is a murderer who stuffs kids into suits because he saw him putting someone in a suit, and this girl told him that the animatronics come to life at night and kill people, which is why he dreams FNAF 1. And he got bit, so obviously he dreams about the bite of 87. And Toy Chica is missing her beak because this toy was missing its beak. In fact, the toy animatronics only exist because toys exist, and Springtrap is based on this plushie being a finger trap, and Balloon Boy is this kid. Some of this makes sense, like the Toy Chica beak thing, but so much of it does not. This means that he dreamt FNAF 1 through 3 at home before being taken to the hospital to dream FNAF 4. And for some reason, there's a digital clock going off at 6 a.m. in a room in a hospital for a boy in a coma. It means that this boy, in the year 1983, is having a dream about being an adult security guard in 1992, including dreaming about correct minimum wage increases from 1987 to 1992. He dreamt things like overtime paychecks, the existence of furries by 2015. He dreamt he was multiple different people, including Jeremy, Fritz, and Michael. And he dreamt Happiest Day, which is obviously the conclusion of his story. That's his character arc. But he also dreamt this conversation in the void with Fredbear plush. His death. This is his ending. He has 2 endings in this theory. If there's nothing supernatural going on and it's a dream, he has 2 endings. If there is something supernatural going on and it's not a dream, one ending is his death and the other ending is him moving on. Dream theory will be completely disproven by FNAF 5, but the modern idea is that dream theory was the intended way to solve FNAF 4, and then Scott changed it, because it was all a dream, endings are dumb. This allows people to basically write off FNAF 4, because any details that don't line up with their theories can easily be shoved aside and say, oh, that was a hint at dream theory, which is retcon, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. I don't think Scott is the kind of person to write and it was all a dream ending. The following is an excerpt from something Scott wrote on stage on August 24th, 2015, a month and a day after FNAF 4 released. I have something fun in mind, a new game, not FNAF 5, but it will be a real challenge to have even a small playable portion by October.
Oh, this is his location, isn't it? Yep.
Then, at the very least, there will be some sneak peek content. We'll talk about that in a bit. Now, Scott was planning on a Halloween update for FNAF 4, and that's what this post is about. He's going to now address the box will not be opened in that update. Now, I want to talk about what won't be included.
Oh, the Halloween update where Nightmare Mangle, Nightmare Rionette, Nightmare BB.
How quickly everyone found every bit of
Yeah.
lore and story. Then the same happened in Part 2. Fans and YouTubers dug in and found everything. Game Theory did an incredible video in Part 2, getting almost everything right.
Okay, let's see. Now let's do the
The story remains completely hidden. I guess most people assume that I filled the game with random Easter eggs this time. I didn't. What's in the box? It's the pieces put together. But the bigger question is, would the community accept it that way? The fact that the pieces have remained elusive this time strikes me as incredible and special. A fitting conclusion in some ways, and because of that, I've decided that maybe some things are best left forgotten. Forever. People take the "but would the community accept it that way" quote and put it further as more evidence for dream theory. But I don't. But my theory is entirely based on the next game in the franchise. The one that Scott hinted to at the beginning of this post. A game called FNAF World. But before we talk about that, we gotta
Oh God, FNAF World.
talk about the books.
More like belongs in the trash.
That's right, in December of 2015, the first FNAF book came out. The Silver Eyes.
Oh, I have that book.
Made up in a trilogy
You know.
about a girl named Charlotte Emily, or Charlie. Charlie lives in Utah.
Yeah, Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. That's who. That's who's in the Silver Eyes. Charlie Morningstar. I'm sorry. Charlie Emily and then Charlie Morning.
Her
Yeah.
father Henry was one of the founders of Freddy's, along with his business partner William Afton. When Charlie was a kid, her brother Sam was killed at Fredbear's Family Diner. And then when she was a bit older, 5 kids went missing, including her friend Michael. The book picks up 10 years later, when Charlie and her girlfriend move to town and go to Freddy's and run into a security guard who it turns out is William Afton. They then kill him by spring-locking him into a chair on the
Oh yeah.
escape.
I
Murder of Sam, and then years later,
actually got that
by someone
novel when I was in like 3rd grade.
follows
I
the
think.
story very
Yeah, 3rd grade. That's when I first heard about FNAF. So when I was in 3rd grade, 2018 to 2019. Yippee.
For one, Purple Guy finally has a name. William Afton. The founder of Fredbear's Family Diner has a name. Henry. The games are set in Utah, which is going to be very, very important in a couple of minutes. Yes, I did read all 3 books just to maybe find something important. But the most important thing I found didn't come until the 3rd book. Through various contexts,
I do not have the novel
this character from the game.
or yeah, I do have
In the books, it's because he's jealous of you and wants to hurt you. In the game,
yeah, I do have all the books,
well, I do know, but we'll get back
but
to the Silver Eyes,
the only graphic novel that I do not have.
which the community jokingly refers to as Soul Juice. But I still think that calling it that, even though I did earlier, is a disservice to the concept that Scott had. Going back to the autobiography of a yogi, we see a passage about how the nervous system of animals is similar to the way metal conducts electricity. I think in a more modern sense, you could say that the circuit boards on a robot
Yeah.
kind of be like the nervous system of a human, in the way that
No, the only robot that
possesses
that's basically good in
print their nervous
my
system
whole AU is either
and life force,
the Rockstars
boards and wires, and all of that
and
of a robot. And thus now, the animatronic
okay,
is possessed
it's either the Rockstars.
taken away from the robot and replaced, the less of you is left there replacing the robot.
See,
I think about it a lot more
the Rockstars
scientifically rather than religiously.
is one of
Let's say
them.
you imprinted onto the robot. If the robot's arm is removed, then now there's less of you imprinted on the robot. But your brain is not split into 2 parts. You don't retain consciousness and control over your now separated arm. The arm is not a Horcrux. Your soul has not been split into 2. But if someone were to take that arm and put it on a purely AI
Wait a minute, is that Elizabeth?
gain a slight amount of your life force. The novels
I'm sorry,
include the idea
just
that the metal can be taken and transplanted into other robots by heating the metal and making it malleable, and then putting it in a new
I
robot.
haven't really
Robots might have
seen
some life in it. In
the.
books, Remnant is much more closely tied to memories than to souls.
I don't have the graphic novel.
Put it in a
of the fourth closet. Only the silver eyes
The
and
remnant from the MCI kids is put into other robots, including these stupid little baby things that we'll meet in FNAF 5.
yeah.
And they're going to have more.
Forgot what the other book was called.
One human character is
Shoot.
injected with liquid metal containing the remnant of all of the MCI kids, and he is then able to see them and talk to them. It's like the spirit world is overlaid over reality. They all have issues with their memories. In the book, it's symbolized by pages floating around them through the air. Each child is separated into 5 different ghostly versions. The more papers that they collect, the more they come together and remember things. People try to argue that this indicates that by taking the remnant from the MCI kids and putting it in little robots, that this splits the child's souls. But that's not what the book is depicting, because the children are able to regain their pages and become more opaque and get their memories without the animatronics physically melding back together. I think the splitting of the memories and the taking of the remnant and having to be put in more robots are entirely different concepts that happen to be introduced at the same time, because this scene is the climax of the trilogy.
So this is a store-bought computer. I didn't build this. I acquired it at some point. And this is a PC that I am building myself. This is my invention. Now, this is something I had to get parts and pieces from all over the place. Whereas this is something that came whole. It has all of its pieces intact. They all came together in one unit.
Okay.
This is a functional
You
PC.
just
And as of right now, this is not a functional PC. But let's say that I go in here, I take some of the parts out. I take out a stick of RAM, a stick of memory, and I take it and I put it into the new computer. Does that mean that this computer stops being this computer? It's still functional. I can still turn it on. I can still use it as a fully functional PC. Whereas this one now just went from a useless husk that can't even boot up to now something that does work because it has RAM in it. It has that final piece that actually makes it be able to be powered up and used. This is still the same computer, but now this computer can be turned on. I think of it kind of like the ship of Theseus. Like if I take parts from this and bring it over here, is this still the same device? Some people might say no because there's something different about it. You can find the moment when it changed. But personally, in my own view of that thought problem, it would still be the same device as long as it can function the same way. Especially
okay.
if I go out and I
Let's
get a new
see.
piece and I replace the original.
I've not started with the hair yet. Yippee for me, or the pendant. I have not done the pendant yet, but I'll do that right now.
This is now functionally something new, something better than this. It has other parts that makes it better, but it has the same memory. Not only does it have the same capacity for memory, but it actually has the exact same memory on a physiological sense, on an atomic sense. This is the same device that was previously there, although now that we've taken all the memory out, we have left this one in useless husk. This is now no longer a computer because all of the memory has been removed from it, whereas this one is something new, but definitely retains some amount of identity from this original computer. Well, now I'm upstairs in my office, and this is actually my brand new fancy computer. This is the one that I play games on with its brand new graphics card and RGB lighting. This is my fun time computer. So let's say that when I was building this, I went and I harvested 3 sticks of RAM, but I leave one of these sticks down here in this one. So this one still an empty husk. That one upstairs still has less than this one did originally in its natural store-bought state, but it has 3 times as much as this one. Both of them are able to boot. This can boot and that one can boot. That one has
Okay, let's
more,
see.
and this one has less. And they're still pieces of the original. At no point did I split anything up. No point did I duplicate anything in order to create more memory. But that memory was used for those machines that previously could not be turned on, could not be powered on, could not be the light, that can now come to light. And because of our brilliant, miraculous technology, RAM does not need to be in one stick. We actually have 4 slots for it that can go into the computer, meaning that I'm able to divide the RAM among those 2 devices. I'm able to scale how much memory is in each of the machines that I'm crafting. RAM is remnant if you didn't get it.
So the original Freddy is a full Freddy, even if some remnant is taken and put over here into the Biddy Babs. The MCI child is still fully possessing Freddy, and the Biddy Babs do have a little bit of that in them, but they are still not that child. whatever's in that box is best left forgotten for now. When he wrote that, he intended for it to be revealed one day, meaning one day in the future, it would be remembered. I think this was a hint to the importance of memory, and this was trying to explain what putting somebody back together means. That's what I believe FNAF 3 is about, taking these shattered pieces of Cece's memories and putting them back together so he can experience his happiest day. He can have the birthday that he never got. He can finally move on. His memories needed to be recombined because his head got crunched. Scott said there was in the box pieces put together, and Fredbear said that he would put Cece back together. So inside the box is Cece's memories put back together, and I think that Scott intended to reveal that to us once we figured out what the game was trying to tell us. And I believe that the objects within the box are things that would, one, solve all the lore and the remaining questions, and two, be completely self-explanatory were we to see them, on top of ending the series on a high note. I think that by the end of FNAF 4, the lore was entirely solvable, especially with Scott's hints during the GT livestream. Scott was going to open the box like a prize. He was going to say, yes, yes, you got it, you got the right answer. And I think the box would have 3 or so important items. First would be Cece's Fredbear plush, a symbol of him and his youth and innocence, connecting him to Golden Freddy. That would be the yes from Scott to people who theorized that Cece becomes Golden Freddy. Next would be a picture frame containing a photo of 2 parents, Foxy Bro, Cece, and their sister, and there would be an engraving or an embossing on the plaque, and it would say, the Schmidts. And that would be a yes from Scott to the theory that Foxy Bro is Mike Schmidt. And then the final item would be a box of matches branded after Fazbear's Sprite. And that would be a yes, that Mike Schmidt is the protagonist of every game, and that FNAF 3 was the climax, where he set his brother free with Happiest Day, and defeated William Afton once and for all. There is, in fact, a 4th hint that Scott gave during the GT livestream that most people don't talk about.
Here we go. Scott Kaufman, have you thought of who the security guard is? And it's interesting because before all the technical difficulties,
Okay,
one
let's
of
see.
the things that I wanted to toss out to everyone, because it is one of the final biggest questions of the franchise, the security guard. What role do they play in all of this? So Scott himself is throwing out, okay, so we have Nicholas Chica, we have the shadows of, what children see in the shadows can be misinterpreted. 4 games, 1 story, and now who is the security guard? Okay, have you thought about who the security guard is? I mean, we have. I mean, we've tried to.
For whatever reason, there isn't an easy-to-view screenshot of this hint, so only people who remember this moment from this 2-hour live stream would group it in with the other 3 hints. MatPat took this as evidence for dream theory, with the implication being that Cece is dreaming he's the guard. But it's not. This is what should have been the final hint to solving what Scott intended. Matt was supposed to figure out that the guard in all the other games, Mike, was Foxy Bro. All of that information is knowable just from the first 4 games, and I think Scott was waiting for somebody to figure out that Foxy Bro was Mike Schmidt, and that Cece is Golden Freddy, and he's saying, it's me, to tell Mike who he is, and Mike is setting up Happiest Day. So in FNAF 3, he freed his brother's soul and killed the killer once and for all. FNAF 4 was supposed to be a simple wrap-up to the story. It was supposed to say, hey guys, you missed all these cool story bits and lore. Isn't it even better now that the entire franchise is a redemption story for Foxy Bro? Isn't it cool that the nighttime security guard in each game was the same person, was Foxy Bro? But instead, what people took away from it was dream theory. Nobody got it. So Scott decided not to open the box. Realizing that nobody had figured out what he was trying to say, he decided to make amends, and he wanted to fix this flaw with this game in his next title. So he made a game that is basically just one long story, spoon-feeding things simply to the audience. And that So instead, he made the
Uh,
box something else.
hang on, guys. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. The beat.
And basically everybody agrees on what that is, but we'll have to wait for FNAF 6 to get there. And now we gotta take a detour into FNAF World. Finally.
FNAF World. Oh
As I
God.
end the section, I want to say that even if Scott never confirms what's in the box, I feel so gratified believing that I have finally solved the box. This is a mystery that has been lingering for over half a decade. Game Theory did this great video about how lingering mysteries and unsolved puzzles really bother people because your brain just can't check it off of their to-do list. You don't feel right until you complete your task. And even if I'm wrong, as I am recording this, I finally feel like I can tick that box off. Like I finally accomplished that task. Like I know, finally, what is in the FNAF 4 box. And it's so simple. It's just saying that all 4 games are one story. But not the story of Purple Guy, the story of Mike Schmidt, Foxy Bro. And now on to FNAF World. FNAF World was released in January of 2016, and, like I said, it is not FNAF 5. It's a cute, cartoony role-playing game where you make a team of your favorite animatronics and fight some bad guys. It's like Final Fantasy and Earthbound, if they were about a robot bear. You can play as basically any animatronic from the series, so I'm not going to look into any symbolism for the player character. But there are returning NPCs, non-player characters, who might be important. Scott has confirmed that the game is 100% canon to the series. This happened. This is real. This is important. So let's take a look at the game Scott made after FNAF 4 that definitely will not open the box. See, I say that because in the files of the game there's a picture of the box being opened, but still no idea of what's inside it. The game begins in a black void, with square, yellow eyes staring at you.
Everything that happens out there has an effect here. Do you understand? This is a safe place. This is a sanctuary.
Safe place? As in the safe place?
And now it can be seen here. Something went very wrong. That's why I am here. But I want
All Might?
to say
Is that you? I'm sorry. Every time I hear
back together.
the words "I am here," I just think of All Might for some reason.
The repetition of this line from the end of FNAF 4 is intriguing. It makes it seem like you're playing as Cece, which I don't believe because of what happens next. FNAF World is the most confusing part of the series, while, I think, also being the key to everything. After you create your party, Fredbear, not Golden Freddy because he's a purple cat, roaming the the boy into a box to represent putting him in his poster for FNAF 3. You have to enter these squares in the same pattern that you have to click the buttons on the arcade cabinet to play Mangle's
You know,
Quest.
sometimes I
You have to put 4 cupcakes in the
get
boxes, so now you
confused.
have to find 4 cupcakes in FNAF 3. There are 3 different tiles with numbers on them. You have to stand on the correct one, with the correct one being the one that has the number sequence from FNAF 3. You have to push Shadow Bonnie into a box, like the Shadow Bonnie plush you have to click on in FNAF 3. The quest that Glitch Bear sends you on is setting up Happiest Day, and Happiest Day is, of course, for CC. So that means that you, the player character, are not CC. You are someone else setting up breadcrumbs for him, so that he can find his happiest day. The world map for the game is modeled after a brain, which many people interpret as the player going through CC's memories to reconstruct his consciousness. Given that his brain was squished by these chompers, you are putting him back together. I also think it demonstrates how Remnant works. These are the pathways from his real brain imprinted onto the robot, so now it looks like computer chips, and it's represented by a video game. This is his Remnant, and we're like going into his code. The game ends after you find all these clocks, with the same square yellow eyes in a void saying,
We are still your friends. Do you believe that? The pieces are in his game. All you have to do is find them. Rest.
So these 2 void moments are referring to somebody using the second person, and they're definitely talking to CC because of the repetition of the phrases used in FNAF 4. We are still your friends, and I will put you back together. This is the conclusion of the narrative of FNAF 4. As Fredbear Plush said that in FNAF 4, the other plushes started to fade because CC was no longer considering them his friends because they killed him. But now that Happiest Day has been set up, he can begin to think of them as his friends again. And as he thinks that, they then throw him this party. When Glitch Bear talks to the player, they say you need to put the pieces together for him. So CC is watching these 2 scenes in the dark, but someone else is playing through the campaign. Several hours from now, we're going to be talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's security logbook, in which several instances of text in the book are actually changed, and they're being changed by the ghost of CC. And one of the messages that he writes to the reader is the phrase, I can't see, which I believe is further evidence that this is being experienced by CC in the afterlife, which is why everything is dark. He entered the void when he died at the end of FNAF 4, and things remained dark until Happiest Day. And I think that's all important, so I didn't want to hold on to this evidence for several hours until we talk about this book. Also, if you didn't know this book existed, you're probably very confused right now. It's a masterpiece. This book is what made Dabbing Chica canon. If the books are anything to go by, then a living person can communicate with a ghost if they're injected with their remnant. It's a very trippy experience. It's kind of like a hallucination, and it fades with time. So I think we should be on the lookout for any human characters in the story who get injected with a remnant, who might want to help CC, and who could be the person speaking these lines. So FNAF World is someone, this Glitch Bear, telling someone, the player, to set up CC's Happiest Day, which we then see play out in FNAF 3. But who is Glitch Bear? Who is the player? What is all of this? What was FNAF 4? Well, it's a video game.
Video game through.
To us, envy is a good thing. It's a catalyst that inspires bending the rules. Like crafting a burden, even the angels would envy. Angels envy, work the envy.
FNAF World, directly, in both of its opening segments, both the floating eyes in the void and then the actual start of the gameplay, both say that this is a video game world, and that things in the real world affect things happening in the game. Nowadays, I think people think of video games like discs, or data, or downloaded or streamed from the internet, but you gotta keep in mind, the video games are just hardware. They're cartridges and arcade machines. They're just circuit boards. And in a world where ghosts can possess animatronics, why can't they possess arcade cabinets? Remember when I said, and that is FNAF 3, almost, we have to bring up the major question, which is, what were those mini-games? Obviously, the security guard weren't sitting there playing Mangle's Quest and somehow affecting events that were happening in the ghost world, right? Well, let's just remove that kin and talk about a whole lot of nonsense. Henry, the co-founder of Freddy's alongside William, is based on a real-world person, Nolan K. Bushnell, the creator of Chuck E. Cheese's. One thing that always bothered me about the FNAF games before FNAF 4 is that the minigames look like they're from an Atari. The first game with minigames was FNAF 2, which took place in 1987. The first Nintendo, the NES, came out in 1986, and by November of 87 had taken over the world. If you wanted to represent a generic video game from the late 80s, it would look like an NES game, not an Atari game. Arcade games at the time were, of course, even more advanced than the NES, but it makes perfect sense once you realize that Nolan Bushnell, the founder of Chuck E. Cheese's, also founded Atari. Nolan Bushnell was born in 1943 in Utah. This is not a coincidence, people. To quote the Wikipedia page for Chuck E. Cheese's, quoting one of Nolan's partners, Chuck E. Cheese was always Nolan's passion project. Even before Atari was a thing, he wanted to start a business of family-friendly restaurants with amusement park midway games. I think initially it made no fiscal sense, so he shelved it for a while. But then, when Atari took off, he had the means to pursue it, plus a built-in distribution deal for Atari's new releases. In 1972, he founded Atari. 1972, of course, being 20 years before FNAF 1.
If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years, I never got it back.
So the FNAF universe, and Henry specifically, are very much based on the real-world history of Nolan, Atari, and Chuck E. Cheese's. Some of the mini-games we see in the first few FNAF games look like they could be real games that kids would play in an arcade. Take cake to the children as Freddy. Give gifts to children as the puppet, who gives gifts at the prize desk. Foxy runs to the kids as fast as possible. Toy Chica avoids a bully. This is a Balloon Boy platformer. Mangle's Quest is literally an actual arcade package. We know that this is a real game in the universe. I think some of the mini-games are in-universe games, and that they sort of exist on some sort of Wreck-It Ralph logic. The video games and the characters exist on the flip side, in video game land, which FNAF World calls animatronica. These games, these arcade games, are real in-world games, again like Wreck-It Ralph, and the characters can walk on over to animatronica. But these games got corrupted when real-world events happen that are so horrific that they leave ripples in the other world. The agony of William killing kids changes the ending of Foxy Go Go Go. William killing Charlie now happens outside while Freddy takes cake. The puppet gives gifts, but when all the children's die, the kids in the game are replaced with bodies, so the puppet can't win the game, so she brings them back to life. Shadow Bonnie is such a powerful force that he can literally glitch his way through different games, because these games are physical cabinets that somehow unite on the flip side. Henry is absent from the story of FNAF, so much so that in 1987, Phone Guy doesn't even know his name, but he does say that he's going to contact him about the kidnapped children's incident. I believe that around this time in 1987 is when Henry starts making games explicitly for the trapped souls to play through, to be able to experience, so he can communicate with them, save them, takes place after the KCI, and allows the player to see what happened, following takes place after the suits are torn apart. And the FNAF 4 minigames, I believe, were created sometime between FNAF 1 and 3 in the 23-year time gap. The same time gap where Mike is having the nightmares that make up the main gameplay of FNAF 4. Mike is dreaming about 1983, while Henry made a game depicting those events that somebody on the flip side is playing through for them to experience. It's like that one episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender where Aang and Zuko are both learning about their shared ancestor together at the same time, but Aang is viewing it like through magical spirit world nonsense where he's actually there, but Zuko is just reading about it and scroll. The show uses the same method of telling us the story We've seen Cece possess Golden Freddy and Charlie possess the puppet without any outside help. And then the puppet gave life to Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. But it really appears like the vengeful spirit was able to possess Golden Freddy by themselves, the same way Cece and the puppet possessed their characters by themselves. This lends to the idea that the spirit is more powerful or meaningful, something like that. It becomes confirmed 100% later that this is the case, that one of the MCI villains is just angrier than the others, hence the vengeful spirit moniker. But without any of that future information, I think it can be understood with what we have so far. The vengeful spirit was able to hold onto their consciousness more strongly than the others because they were killed in a spring-locked suit, instead of being stuffed into a regular suit after death. So the vengeful spirit and the puppet are very aware, and Cece becomes aware because of Happiest Day. That frees up the vengeful spirit to be the player of FNAF World, and the one witnessing all of these mini-games. But again, some of the mini-games are in the universe games. Some of them are just things Henry created to communicate with the spirit world. But even the real ones are being altered. There's a voice spelling out S-O-H-I-M, and that's Henry talking to the vengeful spirit. The vengeful spirit was not present for Charlie's actual murder. This game was likely made and was experienced after FNAF 2, which is when we play it, even though it takes place in 1983, which is when the murder happened. The mini-games are games within the games, depicting events that actually happened. The mini-games in FNAF 4 depict events from 1983, but were created years and years later. Five Nights at Freddy's is two parallel stories. Mike Schmidt making up for the killing of his brother, and the vengeful spirit in communications with Henry, the father of Charlie, the first victim of the purple guy. Both stories come together in FNAF 3 to make Happiest Day happen. I'm going to bring this all up again after we discuss FNAF 5, and then everything's going to make a lot more sense.
FNAF World Part 2.
FNAF World has multiple endings. If you don't listen to or don't ever find Glitch Fredbear, then you get the final boss. That boss is depicted by Scott Cawthon's Steam profile picture, and in Dude. While to us this is clearly a reference to Scott, I think in-game, it's supposed to be a representation of Henry. He is multiple times called the Puppet Master, and Henry did invent the puppet. It is Charlie's father. If any character is the puppet's master, it's Henry. And this character is the puppet master and creator of the game, of the FNAF World game, which makes him Henry. On Layer 1 of FNAF World, it's a game where you fight Anim Dude, and like all video games, the final boss is a representation of the creator of the game. Obviously, it's their final challenge to you. He says,
It was fun being the puppet master, but now I grow weary.
but on Layer 2 of FNAF World, someone is saying, don't listen to the stupid NPCs that Henry populated this game with. This isn't actually a game. Ignore that quest. You need to set up Happiest Day to free Cece. Toward the end of the game, Glitch Fredbear says,
Attacking the game's security system will not accomplish anything. Get the key, but ignore the Guardians. If you have succeeded in setting the clocks, then your true goal will be revealed once you have the key.
within the game, the Guardians are big enemies, like mini-bosses. But if you interpret this in a meta sense, what is being said is, hey, vengeful spirit, don't attack security guards at Freddy's, go set up Happiest Day. Which leaves the question of who or what is Glitch Bear. Glitch Bear is helping the vengeful spirit to put Cece back together, but is very antagonistic in tone and characterization. He also hates the Puppet Master, which we've determined is Henry, and he's represented by a corruption of Fredbear. Well, I can't answer that. Let's have another chat after FNAF 5. Throughout the game, you have to traverse through the world by kind of skipping through dimensions and wormholes and entering glitches. But you're told not to go too many glitches down. If you do go too many glitches down, you end up here in a red forest at a red lake with whatever this is. He's Scott cared. He refunded everyone who bought the game, reworked it a little bit, and then re-released it for free. One of the reasons, besides this initial bad press, that people don't ever really think about this game that much is solely because Markiplier didn't play it. Markiplier, more so even than MatPat, put FNAF on the map by making a hit series playing the games. I talked earlier about how FNAF is perfect for YouTube Let's Plays, and it really is, and Markiplier was the poster child for that. But he skipped FNAF World because it didn't seem interesting to him. So the vast majority of the fan base who don't play the games and just watch Markiplier play them, and then hop on over and watch MatPat explain them, didn't really experience FNAF World. Scott has gone on to say that FNAF World was his biggest mistake, and I think part of that was poor reception. He says he regrets how he tied it into the lore and made it canon. And I think that's either one, because he made a decision in that game that he is now bound by because it's canon, or two, it's the key to everything, and nobody played it, so they don't understand the series. And I think it's that second one. Without FNAF World, no one's gonna sit there and say to themselves, yeah, I think there's a mirror dimension being characters are attacked by the real world, and that FNAF is actually a parallel story of the main gameplay and the mini games being experienced in parallel universes and culminating in these two protagonists meeting in FNAF 3's finale. Because why would you think that? Unless you're me, and you wrote over 100 pages of FNAF explanations and dedicated 9 years of your life to study this nonsense. There's a house in FNAF World you can enter to meet Deskman. Deskman says,
Well, what are you doing here? I'm busy. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Now it's all a mess. Of course now, there's only one thing to do. Come back later, and maybe I will tell you more.
which is probably a reference to FNAF World being a mess for this being Scott. Dan and Dude talked during his boss battle about how annoying FNAF is, and the Chipper boss battle was obviously very meta, so it makes sense that this is a tongue-in-cheek way of apologizing about the state of the game, as well as hinting to what's going to come next when you come back later. Much like FNAF 4, FNAF World had a Halloween update, which came out on May 13th, 2016. It's called the Halloween update because it's themed around Halloween, not because it came out on Halloween. Not everything is so literal, guys.
Don't be so literal.
After you apply the update, in order to play the new content, you have to talk to Deskman, who says,
It's a vicious cycle, you know? But then, most things in life are. The pendulum swings one way, then it swings the other. Now we return to darkness. Something terrible is coming. Come back later. Maybe I will tell you more.
This is in reference to Scott working on FNAF 5. He said in an interview after the fact that FNAF 4 was so dark that he needed to take a break and work on something else, which is why FNAF World is so fun, even though it does have dark undertones. It's all puns and colors, it does have some dark comedy, but overall it's just so fun.
Chica, I'm already getting tired of it.
Foxy.exe. This is Sonic.exe, but Foxy. This isn't even really a game. You just kind of walk and have to listen to Foxy. In the first section, he says, "Listen to my voice, and you will find the key." Meaning each section, you just listen to it. Second section, he says, "If you walk, you'll eventually see Freddy, so you have to walk in the opposite direction instead of touching him, or you lose. If you do lose, Foxy takes up the whole screen and says, 'All your base are belong to us.'" Because the whole game is a joke. Third stage, he says, "Be sure your step through the heart of madness." Which apparently means hide behind rocks so these kittens don't jump scare you. When you beat it, you unlock Nightmare Realm. Chico's Magic Rainbow Land. This is a rage platformer, which were all over the place back when Flash games still existed. It's all trial and error, and you have to not be killed by this rainbow, who gets progressively more insulting as you go until you run out of lives.
Nice, nailed it.
The game doesn't display your lives, but the rainbow eventually gets sped up and kicks you out based on your number of deaths.
No, it isn't. Stop lying to me.
No.
I don't believe you.
Also, the rainbow is voiced by Debbie Derryberry, the voice of Jimmy Neutron. Also, Toy Chica is voiced by Amber Lee Connors. She's like a legit voice actor. She voices Pete in Attack on Titan, and also a bunch of other major and minor roles in animes I've never heard of.
I'll fire this pistol, and then you'll be dead.
And she got her start as Android 18 in Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Huh.
How is the strangest thing about this game? The fact that there's a mission where Android 18 gets relentlessly mocked by Jimmy Neutron.
Better activate syndrome, android. What do you want?
Depending on how fast you beat it, you can unlock Mr. Chipper or Anim Dude. If you talk to Purple Guy, he says,
Boy, don't confuse me with the actual purple guy. I'm just a game sprite.
so maybe this sprite isn't William, because it's a representation of him on the flip side, corrupted by William's murders. After getting a good team, you can head into Geist Lair, the boss of which is Purple Geist. And then you find out the real boss is Chica's Magic Rainbow, and when you win, you appear behind Deskman again.
I'm impressed. What are you doing here? Can't you see that I'm busy? You deactivated my gains. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to disappoint people. But my mind isn't right. I've made something terrible. Her name is Baby. It's too late to deactivate her. I'm sorry.
Once again, if you interpret Deskman as Scott, then he's saying these games were bad, and now he's made something also of low, terrible quality, and then his name is Baby. Or if this is Henry, then you've destroyed his attempts to reach the flip side, and now his mind
Hang
isn't
on.
right, and he's created Baby.
Forgot about
Who
this.
is Baby?
Oh.
The show will begin momentarily. Everyone, please stay in your seats.
Baby. Circus. Baby. Oh god, I knew it. Circus Baby's not my fave. Oh my god, he's dead. He's dead. Oh no. Sucks.
It's important to note that these yellow eyes are not square. They have a star shape. This is not the same person. This is not the remnant-injected human who spoke to Cece earlier. It's another pair of eyes who maybe was able to communicate to Cece in some way, and is also this baby person. I promise all this will make sense in like 5 minutes. But also, if you already know what happens in FNAF 5, then I'm probably
Um, I just got a Fruit Loops ad. Which I have the silver eyes.
Also, Desk Guy is dead, so it's possible that after making a baby, Henry killed himself. That is what happened in the books. In the books, William kills Charlie. Henry then takes this doll and cries over it, and so Charlie, Brendan, and his agony mix together, and Charlie possesses the doll. So then Henry builds 4 progressively older-looking robots so that Charlie can have her essence put into them and grow up like a normal person. And the 4th one he makes is Baby. He also tells Charlie that it was actually her brother Sam that died, but in reality, his wife took Sam and then just left because he had gone crazy and was building a bunch of robots. So after Henry builds Baby, he built it and like he's really angry. He puts all of his anger and malice into it, and after he does that, he realizes he's done messed up, so he kills himself. And he also instructs his sister, who's going to be raising Charlie, to never let Baby out of her closet. And so William steals her and turns her into Baby. So these events in the game are currently one-to-one with the book, in that after Charlie died, Henry builds a robot that becomes Baby and then kills himself. In the very near future, this will no longer be one-to-one with the books. Okay, but we still gotta figure out who is Baby. And that is
Elizabeth Afton. Elizabeth Afton. Daughter of William Afton. Also, Midnight's friend. Not best friend. Midnight's best friend is Lefty, and Lefty's freaking dead. Sorry, yeah. Lefty is dead, so... Midnight depressed for life. I'm sorry, Midnight, I did not mean to do that, but... Yeah.
This has nothing to do with that, even a little bit at all, probably. But that is what everybody...
But no, since my FNAF video is basically just the... Yeah.
Totally different than what it was actually about. Sister Location released on October 7th, 2016. But you better believe there were some shenanigans on Scott's website leading up to the release. There was never just one. Gee, I wonder why people thought this would be about an actual Sister Location. There's a little of me in everybody. It's actually the opposite of what ends up happening, but whatever. Don't hold it against us. These are those bitty bad things I hate, and they're just so stupid. I hate them. Kids due to leaks. This was part of a hoax where Scott kind of pretended the game wasn't going to come out because someone had leaked it. But if you brighten the image, it's actually about the restaurant featured in the game. The grand opening of Circus Baby's Pizza World has apparently been canceled due to gas leaks. The source code for the website included a schedule for different animatronics to be printed out, giving us the names Baby, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, and Funtime Foxy. It also included phrases like Afton Robotics, Chica's Party World, Client Directory, Private Birthday Booking, Children Entertainment, Service Log, Maintenance, and CRMN Inst. People debate about what CRMN Inst means, with the most popular speculation being Criminal Institute or Crewman Installation. I'll explain exactly what that stands for later. This stream description reads, in part, "Welcome to Circus Baby's Pizza World, where family fun and interactivity go beyond anything you've seen at those other pizza places." So clearly this is a dig at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Unlike every other FNAF game, Sister Location is not a title where you sit in one spot and have to defend it against electronics.
Oh, fun fact, Sister Location was actually the first ever game that I've ever beaten. Like,
Buckle up, because we're going to talk about a whole lot of story right now.
Because...
Obviously, when it comes to the story of any FNAF games, there are 3 aspects. One is the story that's actually...
Because,
Like FNAF 2, the story is Jeremy surviving the week. And then
there's,
shift.
you know...
The second part is the story being told in the background. So like the mini games, the phone guy phone calls. Part 3 is the war. That would be Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, Chica missing her beak, etc. Sister Location being completely linear means that all of the
Yeah, because, I tried to actually beat, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
background Easter eggs. You're being told a story, interwoven with another story, as well as being fed information about
but I never gone to beat it since.
The game opens with the dark cutscene panning past Baby.
Yeah.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are
And now I finally did Adagio Dazzle.
design choices that were made for these robots
Like
that
on a
we
nod.
don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
Just
She
there
can
you
dance.
go.
She can sing.
Now
She's a great
I'm going to the bathroom again, so yeah. Okay, I'm back. Wait, this took me 1 hour. This also took me 1 hour. What's next? Okay, hang on, I gotta see my notifications. Okay, there we go.
Human tech, pretty moons right at her fingertips. She can take small things. She can even dispense ice cream.
Okay,
With all that,
let's see.
those are the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
Mr. Afton.
So
Just
first of all, a confirmation that William Afton is the name of Purple Guy in the games. Secondly, we seem to now be told that William Afton made Baby.
okay.
This board member is questioning certain design choices. So
Okay, so I did Hannah,
interest for some reason.
not
Two,
Hannah
it seems
from
like even
the English version of Pretty Cure.
capacity that William took her
I
over
did
as his own
Adagio Dazzle.
so that kind of makes sense. And three, but most importantly, William Afton is incredible. And that is so smart. I love that Scott did that. That literally makes everything in the series so much simpler. Sister location proper then opens with you riding an elevator being spoken to by a hand unit.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad and screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the first
Okay, so
we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get
Let's see. I'm not gonna do Teo
robotics and unit repair system, but you can call me hand unit.
because I do not want to draw that stupid thing. It will look like Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog.
Please enter your name as seen above the keypad.
So yeah, I want to do Teo.
It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment.
You know what?
Xfinity.
Let's just continue doing the Dazzlings. And let's do Aria Blaze.
Also the security guard in FNAF 3, and then all of them were also Foxy Bro. Only came about
Aria Blaze MLP.
this game. The evidence was there all along, but the idea wasn't sparked in anyone's mind until we realized that the series might have reoccurring characters. I also think this was Scott kind of waving his hands in front of everyone and going like, hey guys, you didn't figure out who the player character was in the last game, let me just point it out for you.
Allow me to fill
Hang
this
on, I saw some.
silence with some lighthearted
They do look similar.
due to the massive success and even more so the
Aria
closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Blaze.
It was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another
Cutie mark.
children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are ready
Okay.
for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning.
There we go.
Now we had this discussion back during FNAF 3. The closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza can refer to 3 different times. After the first closing in 85, the second in 87, or the third in 92. It cannot be referring to Fredbear's Family Diner, because that was not a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So this company came into existence after a Freddy's closed. We already know that Foxy and Freddy are part of this game's cast, and that another restaurant called Chica's Party World exists. So the characters have been folded into this sister company.
Okay.
All of that said, Hand Unit says
Let me
the rental
just-
business, Circus Baby Entertainment and Rental, opened after Freddy's closed.
Our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day.
Meaning that Circus Baby's Pizza may have been simultaneous with Freddy's, and thus technically may have been the sister location that was active during the time of FNAF 3's tapes. It could be where the Springlock accident happened. But if it is, the game never tells you. In the next room, the main office area, we see 2 windows on either side that lead to Ballora's Gallery and Funtime Auditorium. Hand Unit asks us to shock Ballora and the Fun Times. As you go through the vent to Circus Baby's gallery, a voice tells you that there's been motion detected exactly where you are in the vent.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
I'm glad that they told us that. That definitely will not be terrifying later in the game when it says that there's motion in the vent that we're not in. It's scary, and it scares me. You then shock Baby 3 times, but you don't see her. You are then told that your shift is over. You then go home and you just watch some TV. I'm going to wait to talk about all of these scenes at the end of the video, but just know that after every shift you watch a small clip of The Immortal and the Restless.
Welcome back
Yep.
for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices,
Okay.
and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for choosing
Angsty Teen. Angsty Teen. Yada.
Angsty Teen. How not annoying at all.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. Get out now or whatever. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story.
That means that one of the previous maintenance guys died.
That's not funny. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun.
If you correct the audio in this scene, you can hear him say argumentative standards, elevation, passive, tense. This, of course, means nothing, but it is acronymized as ASEF, as in ASEF is not a phase. It's not a phase, mom, because I'm an angsty teenager. When you try to zap Baby again later, Hand Unit declares there's been a power issue.
Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system.
This scene of Baby then plays.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent. Front-arm auditorium maintenance vent opened.
Yeah, something's coming after you.
Lower gallery maintenance vent opened.
Then Baby starts talking.
I don't recognize you.
You are new.
She says that she doesn't recognize us. She then protects us from the stupid bitty bags.
There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact.
Eye contact.
It
Yeah,
will be over soon. They will
He will lose
interest.
interest.
You have to hold the door closed until they notice the Baby is watching them and then they run away. Baby then helps us again to survive Laura.
When your guy comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Valora Gallery.
As fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die.
Hand Unit's advice would get us killed, but Baby wants to protect us. Valora obviously does not care about our well-being.
Valora will not return to her state anymore.
She will catch you.
Your power will be restored shortly.
Baby's comments that shocks won't work on Valora anymore are mildly concerning, as if something happened to the previous night to change Valora permanently.
She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement.
Thank you for your patience. It seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module. You will now be required to crawl through the Valora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Valora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Walking through the gallery, you can hear Valora singing. This is her full song at full volume.
It seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly as possible.
You eventually reach the breaker room and have to restart the power while Funtime Freddy watches, potentially killing you. He's controlled by the Bon Bon puppet on his hand who can make him stop hunting you. Looking at the breaker map is the most annoying part of FNAF theorizing because it changes literally everything about the entire story. No, I am not joking.
On the breaker map. Wow.
The white outline rooms are the rooms in Circus Amphitheater. The elevator room, the main office area, Valora's room on the left with the breaker room that you're now in. That little black square represents Funtime Freddy, who's in the room with you. This screen clearly actively tracks animatronics. To the right is the Funtime Auditorium, where Freddy and Foxy should both be, but Freddy's with you, so the square in there is only Foxy. Up towards the top is the room with the desk that you hid under earlier, and then Baby's room. Around the Funtime Auditorium are rooms we'll see later in the game, like parts and services. It's unclear if this is to be taken as a literal map. There's also no way of accessing any of the rooms besides the little office that you go through, which also cannot be the case. There are other buildings connected to the complex with these gray lines. They're thinner than the ones you crawl through. There's also the fact that as a building, this doesn't make any sense. Like, is Baby's area really that different from the others? Where do people walk to get to each to scale or finished or full diagram, which is important. Because this gray line that connects from Circus Baby's gallery connects to the FNAF 4 map. That white dot is Cece in his bedroom. Grandfather clock,
Okay,
sister's room
you
on
know
the
what?
right, living room on the left.
I've been
And then
drawing
the
for like
you walk down to
almost
Richie's
3 hours now,
animatronics.
and I've
Red Bear and Spring Bonnie.
only gotten this one done and this one done.
So it's obviously just a
So
representation of that area.
I think I might just leave it here and finish doing this next weekend. Next weekend, I mean next Saturday. So yeah, okay, bye, I guess.